Atin ang pangarap. Atin ang pagsisikap. Atin ang mundo. Globe.
What's up, guys? Viminal coming at you live, real wild with Mr. Ryujin over here. Welcome to the third season of the University Alliance Cup, featuring, of course, Valorant, my favorite game, our favorite game, Ryujin, for the prize pool of over 150,000 pesos, and the right to call themselves the best in the country, of course, and for a chance to get gaming scholarships as well. So welcome everybody, and welcome as well, Ryujin. Always a pleasure to be with you here on the virtual desk.
I missed this. I missed AcadArena. It's been another week. It's been another week. We've had some pretty spicy content for the past couple of days. Little banter between the teams. But when it comes to semifinals time, all stakes. Everyone is focused. Everyone is locked in. And so for our first series today, we have the up and coming. MGS clubs, the new kids on the block. They're here to prove themselves, and they are delivering everything we wanted to see from them. Up against, the FITI Tamaros, one of the favorites and one of the most consistent teams. Probably not surprised. No one's surprised that they're here in the semifinals, right? On the other side, we see on our bracket here, we also have How versus the LSU. That's a spicy series.
Spicy.
You've heard the trash talk.
Okay.
Too much at stake with that.
You mentioned a little banter. I mean, come on, let's get real. It's a lot of banter.
That's
probably more than what we consider to be banter. But it's all, of course, tongue in cheek. It's all in good fun. But let me tell you, a lot is on the line right now. Pride, the bragging rights, and then of course the cool cash prize at the end of it all. But I mean, come on, look at all the memes. I mean, I live for these memes.
Oh God, it really hurts seeing this Advo losing to the LSU. It hurts seeing your favorite team lose every time. It's like their kryptonite. LaSalle is their kryptonite. They can't do anything. They can't find an answer to LaSalle. They can't find an answer to Javi. He's just too good.
That guy.
Talented.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yung tumatak talaga sa isip ko, Ryujin, last time was the performance of MUM versus ADMU, and that was like, okay, this is something.
Actually, nakakatawa rin, no, tong UST losing to MUM. UST, they are one of the, more confident teams out there. They were the ones who were very, very, let's say, tough. Looking tough. They were looking confident. And then, biglang, you get swept. What's up with that?
What's up with that? You gotta walk the talk. You know what I mean? You gotta.
So you know what? For favorite post-match meme for our Patagolan segment, I gotta give it to Advo losing to DLSU. Now next. Oh, this is good. I love this question. Oh, okay. I still think it's a yes though. I think it's a yes for me.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. This is definitely a yes. As you can see, there is no other choice. Jet is still such a damn good agent. You pick it for the mobility. I mean, who cares about the 2 cloud bursts? Who cares about the right click not being able to regenerate the knives? It still is such a powerful agent in the right hands. So that's not gonna change anything.
That's true. I mean, it's funny to see that, Jet, we can't see the right click insane clips anymore, but at least she's still good. She's still viable. Nothing much there. Nothing surprising. Yoru or KO more likely to see action?
Lul.
Oh, I think KO is more
Omega
likely,
lul.
right? Siguro naman, no? Pag may nag-Yoru naman sa semifinals, ewan ko na lang.
This can't be a
It's just
legitimate question, right?
semifinals.
This can't be.
I mean, you might be some KO buffs, right? In the recent patch, a little bit faster on the flashbang,
Yeah,
on flash.
KO for
So
sure.
I think malay mo Yoru. I'm leaning for a
Okay.
Yoru pick, you
I,
know.
you know what? Yoru is gonna get picked if they meme out. Unless
Hmm.
Yoru's kit gets retweaked or reworked, he's not gonna see
Hmm.
any action anytime soon.
Oh, MUMMGS clubs or the fit item. I think I'm not gonna go against my prediction here. I'm going for the stomping victory for fit Itamaros. I
Mm,
chose them. They've been on fire. A little bit unorthodox gameplay from them. Nothing too organized like what we see from the past teams like UST or the LSU. But still, it works for them. So and they're in the semifinals. I can't question what they're doing as much because it got them deep.
yeah. And they've always been mainstays of pretty much every season run here, and for good reason. They're a pretty competent team. And MGS, on the other hand, they have a lot to prove. But if they could replicate the success that they've had leading up to this, then FIT, they're gonna have their work cut out for them. What do you have to say about DLIC versus How here?
Now this is a series I'm looking out for. This is the series wherein it's the undefeated team. It's the untouchable team versus, quite frankly, the greatest team, Valorant team in AcadArena history. You can't say no to that because they have
Greatest
two rings,
team
two
in the
championships,
world,
right? So,
world champions, DLSU, Virtus
oh
Arc,
my goodness,
yeah,
you know,
the world
this
champions.
is that's true. That's true. It's funny though, because parang in AcadArena, DLSU looking like Sentinels, looking like the top team. But what happens to Kings, what happens to Gods, they do bleed. So maybe how might just send LaSalle home, DLSU home. I'm not sure. But now we're finally going to our map bans. What do you think?
Okay.
Bind and Breeze bans.
hmm
And looks like we're going to Ascent Haven and Icebox. Okay.
Okay, here's the thing. Ascent Haven and Icebox, arguably the most comfortable maps to pick here in the University Alliance Cup meta.
Mm-hmm.
Also, conversely, on the pro scene, a lot of teams tend to not prefer Breeze. A lot of teams tend to not prefer Bind. It's a very polarizing map, and looks like we're going to be seeing 3 Yorus on the side of MGS clubs. I guess we throw our analysis out the window here.
Again, okay, they're hovering over the KO and the Yoru. While they're watching the stream, they saw the question. They're hovering. They're just teasing us just a little bit, just a little
Teasing
bit.
us, bro.
hmm making us getting us all excited. But in all seriousness, though, we're going to ascend. What's probably the most staple pick in this map? When it comes to agents.
Okay, staple pick would be Jets, Sova, and Astra. I really think you put yourself at a huge disadvantage if, for example, the other team has an Astra and you don't.
Mm-hmm.
The way the map geometry works in Ascent, it makes a lot of sense to
Yeah.
put gravity wells on those chokeholds.
Mm-hmm.
To have multiple smokes on those
Select
multiple
your
angles
agent.
onto B and A sites. So it just makes a lot of sense here. But it seems like MGS clubs are going to go for the Omen. I mean, it could still work. I'm not saying it's an insta lose if you don't pick Astra. I just personally believe it's going to be a huge disadvantage if you don't go for an Astra here.
That's true. I mean, Astra is like a Swiss knife. You have so much pieces of utility that you can use for her. 5 stars to work with. It's really working well. So now we're gonna be jumping into the game. Game 1 of our first semifinal series. MGS Clubs versus Fit I Tamaros.
Is this new? Oh, the
Oh,
production
the,
value.
the production value.
Oh
A
man.
plus. Shout out to our production team. Wow. That
Wow.
that got me excited. That got me excited for this series
That's
even
hot.
more.
That's
Uh,
hot.
yeah, you gotta give him that one. You gotta give him that one. But
But yeah,
now, hmm, Any thoughts on our agent select for the players? I mean, we've seen worship. I mean,
Yeah.
worship is worship. Man is doing so well as a duelist. He is performing really, really well in the group stages and just utter dominance by him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
MGS clubs, interesting for MGS clubs.
I,
Again, you're
I'm
right.
Yeah, I'm struggling to remember who Sirius is on the side of MGS Clubs because he changed his name, I think. But he's gonna start off with the first blood onto Nico right here. Trix trades him off really quickly. But Dagulan na sa A site.
Hmm. Maradagulan nga sa A site, and now MGS Club's already down two guys. They're gonna be able to get that spike planted, and they're gonna have to play some excellent post plants here.
Coming on right here. KVG 3v4 retake. Oh,
Oh, wait a
One
minute.
enemy remaining.
Delhi finds two with the shock dart, and just like that, wait, where were they? Where did they
okay.
die to that shock dart? Wait lang. I was so confused. I didn't even see the lineup. I just saw the kill feed.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even see that too. Maybe he just got lucky. I mean, sometimes it does happen. Let's take a look at this replay as KVG tries to have a scuffle with the bot right there at the door, and then quick 2K.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
okay. Wow, what a dart for the back of generator. Wow, that actually surprised me.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So take your
Now,
notes, kids. Don't stay. Don't huddle up the back generator. If you're up against a Sova on Ascent. That's gonna be really scary. That was a nice one.
mm-hmm. That's a good play by him. But now KVG getting a little bit greedy, losing this one. Just now a free gun for them. That's eco damage. That's what they want. They are down just 1 point. They lost the pistol round, so it's expected. Violi, oh, I'm so scared. Just one shot from the sheriff and you are done. He's trying to win this one,
Yeah.
but
Trying to win this one.
Miko, Miko has Miko has other
Innovation
plans for this. Okay, who's gonna peak first? There's already several members of the Aitamaro squad here. Violi, good timing there, but the refrag from Bat goes, they're gonna get that Spectre and that Sheriff, and this should be the A side for them. Unless Kian gets the spray down through the smoke. Good smart play to spray there and towards Switch. Spike got planted though. And now it's a 3v3. They have good post plant positions. This is a steal for the Aitamaros already.
Hmm. And considering the fact that side of MGS clubs, they heavily invested into guns, at the very least, even if they don't win this 3v3, they already made it a costly round. So this is already a good round for iTamarows here. Let's see if Delhi can, whip out a miracle yet again.
Here we go, Delhi shock starts, but no, it's not
remaining.
looking good for them. Kian 1v1 up against Bat Ghost. He is low. He's got to play time. Good patience from Bat Ghost, dancing around the back of generator. A little spiciness to end that round after they steal that one from the MGS clubs. They had no business winning that round.
Yeah, absolutely not. Perhaps a little bit of overconfidence coming in from MGS clubs. I mean, who could blame them? They had such a huge gun firepower advantage coming into that anti-eco. But if you're not careful, your opponent can definitely flip that eco round. And how the tables have turned here. Full rifles abound, full armor abound for Itamarows. Now MGS clubs are going to be on the eco. Let's see if they can flip things around this time. Worship, wasting no time at all, going to be dashing onto the switch and closing the door. Pretty standard execution thus far, and okay, MGS clubs, it seems like they took the gamble on stacking a site, man. Yeah.
It's an eco round, I'll give him that. They took the 50-50 between two sides, and now they're just gonna have to play for picks here, try and maybe get some exit frags, just ruin the economy of the Itamaros, because right now they are sitting at a pretty good economic standing. They have rifles, they're gonna be able to full buy their utility as well. So at this point, we're just hoping that the MGS clubs have, get 2, 3 kills maybe on this exit. There are 3 people posted. Very good crossfires, good dart by Tricks here. It's gonna reveal where they are. The flash, he tries to fake it out. No, Tricks, Bat Ghost cleaning up the exit frags. No exits here. Deli's is gonna die to the bomb, and
Player standing.
pretty much expected result there.
A valiant
They had
effort at a
nothing.
ninja defuse, man.
Malay mo lang.
Malay mo lang.
Malay mo lang. Dude,
You know,
see the start.
Yeah, that really, of course, secured the round for them. Flawless victory right here. It's just, I very rarely see Tricks play the Sova in the pro scene. So this is interesting, especially since Worship usually plays the Sova. Yeah, pretty interesting change of pace here. But really, just taking a look at the roster of FIT Itamaros here, it's just a tremendous amount of professional experience under their belt. And honestly, can't say the same for MGS, but the fact of the matter is MGS is here to slay, and they're proving that they can stand toe-to-toe against them really early on in the game. And they are gearing up to go for a quick B executes following the lockdown.
The spray through the smoke. He finds one. Worship. Good shots. Dion and Deli. Good smart sprays there. They're having such a hard time getting into the site. Honestly, already ready for the retake here. Admiral does get blinded by Paranoia. Kian's cleaning up everybody. The late lurk by Tricks is not enough, and that's gonna be the defuse. What do you think about that play? They just let them in the B side and sprayed through that smoke. That's what saved them that round. The 4-man sprayed through the smoke.
I actually wasn't expecting like 4 of them to be spraying through the smoke like that, but I guess it worked when the timing is right. And considering the fact that Itamaros has this kind of agent composition, you can definitely expect them to sort of bum rush onto a site. They have a Reyna, a Jet, no double initiators, and as soon as they hear presence, I have a feeling that FIT, they're just going to be bum rushing through the site all the time. And MGS, they anticipate that. Instead of getting picked off upon entry, you go for a full retake, especially when your opponent's super aggressive like this. But all of a sudden, when taking down Worship, again, overzealous on the side of Itamaros. They have the tools necessary to be able to succeed in this matchup, but they cannot underestimate MGS.
Yeah, they're getting a little bit too confident here. Some ego peaks here and there. See Ollis in there punishing them. They tried to go for a little owl drone play. Didn't work for them in their favor. And now, that's your jet gun. That's probably one of the most important agents in terms of creating space, just stashing into site, causing chaos. It's difficult to deal with. But 3 members stationed towards A. The only good spray through the smoke. He's not gonna find anybody yet though. Does get a lot of damage down.
That goes no cap, does get the spike planted down, and post-plant situation is in effect. However, it is going to be a 5v3 retake here, make that a 5v2 as Kian takes it out. This is looking like a pretty clean round. As I say that, Admiral just running around, gunning them down. Olsen, though, again, stalwart of the MJS Club Squadron, proving that he's no one-trick man.
True. He's showing that he is capable of winning just any duel. I'm honestly surprised that the Itamaros aren't that aggressive. They slowed down a bit that round. I thought they would keep up their pace, but they did get punished for the aggressive play in B a while ago, so maybe that's why they had to change things up. Find a different way into site, because obviously these B and A split takes are not working. The rush B is not working. So really, they gotta find a way to just get into the site here.
Yeah, definitely need to switch gears. You definitely don't want to try doing the same thing over and over again, looking for different results. Worship is gonna be going down deep mid here as Viol gonna get displaced by that Force Fury. Nico does manage to take him down. This is the entry. This is the breather that they need. Is it going to get a 2K here, Ryujin?
Ooh, okay. He'll get one with the knives. He'd use the left click. No worries. He has his knives back. He used it wisely. No right clicks today. But they're already in sight. So this is gonna be the spike planted for them. And it comes down to establishing good post plants. They gotta find a way to get.
Spike
Oh,
planted.
a little peek from Keon there actually finds Worship with the knives.
You want to
And
fight
now
it?
3v4 rather, for the MGS clubs. Oh, look at that. The dart he barely misses Kian. They don't know. They have no idea he's there. He's already deep inside. Brings out the knives. Dashing it inside. He's gonna get a third. No, Bat goes down. Bat goes all alone. 1v3. Finds another one. He's not gonna get the kill on Delhi. And that's another successful retake for the MGS clubs. They are doing so well in these retakes. Just hitting the shots, winning their aim duels leads to, easy retakes.
You know what? You can tell these guys have been practicing out of their minds. They're very, very synchronized, especially in their retakes, and maybe later we can see in their executes. But with the way they play, the way they move as a unit and check each other's angles, the fundamentals are there. That only comes with like hard experience of scrimming together, practicing together. It's not something you can do on a whim unless you play a lot with your current squad. And this is really impressive stuff coming in from MGS.
That's true. Team chemistry is a big factor here, and obviously these guys are playing absolutely, with confidence. They're confident in each other. They're confident in their shots, and just like that, KBG finally really picked this over. That's your info guy down. That's gonna be a third for KVG. Worship with the refrag, but now it's a 4v2. They still don't have sight, and the Killjoy setup in A will be deadly.
It's all gonna be down to Worship. Left to his own devices here with Mr. Astro there.
Nailed them.
Oh,
Okay,
good shot.
there's the kill that he needed. There's the pick that he needed. Now he makes it a 3v2. This is gonna be winnable for them. Olesen though, good flick onto Worship, and the ult from the sky. These Seekers blinds him out. Easy round for them. And Olesen busting out the Odin. Are they gonna? Oh, I thought they were gonna run a double Odin. I
A little bit of a cheeky
I
surprise
kinda-
there, I'd say.
I kind of would have been surprised with a double Odin, but that was an eco round. They did get some kills, not enough to ruin the economy though. So things are looking pretty good for the MGS clubs.
Yeah, sustaining their momentum 4-round win streak after winning a pistol round. And I'm actually wondering, Ryujin, is this the map pick of MGS or FF?
I believe this is the pick for FIT's map pick. So
Okay,
pretty
okay.
surprising to see that they are the ones currently down. But remember that the MGS clubs did choose to defend first, so maybe this is their stronger, more confident side as well.
Last player
Really good
standing.
entry though. 2K for Miko, 2K for Worship. Perhaps this is the momentum that they need. Miko with a 3K for that flawless win. What happened? I mean, they just walked in on the site. Little
Yeah,
no
they just-
resistance, man.
Yeah, they legit just walked into sight. They didn't even have too much of a difficulty, getting into sight. They didn't have the usual setup here. They didn't have the crossfires that they had a while ago. They didn't win the aim duels. So now that's a little bit of a wake up call for the MGS clubs. Gising, keep up the momentum because if Aitamaro's build up ahead of Steam here, this could be very, very dangerous for the MGS clubs.
Definitely right there.
Here.
They gotta be careful. I mean, they've already built up such a good lead, and they don't want to drop the ball at any point in time here. FIT, however, they do have the lockdown Hunter's Fury as well, so they could counterplay essentially, because MGS also has that lockdown. So they have a lot of options here. They're playing a little bit of a default protocol, and
Placing
I do
swarm
understand
grenade.
there's
Swarm
still
grenade
1
out.
minute left on the clock. when you have the ultimate economy advantage, you want to play it safe. You want to play it slow. Make sure all your utilities are going to be on board before you make an entry onto the site. You don't want to make your killjoy lurk at this point in time when the lockdown is there.
Definitely, this is gonna be a scary retake for the MGS clubs. As here we go. Here's what we were waiting for. They're already storming the A site. Not
30
much
seconds
difficulty in getting the entry. Miko actually got the kill on KVG there in tree
Spike
room.
planted.
Now they're gonna have the site for themselves. Killjoy lockdown doesn't detain anybody, but this could be deadly. Good dart from Delhi. That actually caught me off guard. The Delhi shout dart. But Viole there having a hard time getting sucked by the gravity well. Delhi, the timing, the Astra. That's the Astra diff that you were talking about. Too much utility. I don't know what to say. Just gravity well getting, catching Viole, and then the stun rather. It's just too good for one agent to have.
Well, it is rather challenging to use, especially the heat of the moment, which
Mhm.
is why it's usually paired with a couple of initiators, especially in a map like Ascent. But right here, they don't have a Sky. Admiral, though, did a pretty damn good job at making sure that Heaven was secured. Definitely won the round for his team right there. Delhi again, though, with the crazy shock darts, but just not enough to secure the round there.
Yeah, and now Itamaros are building up that head of steam that I was talking about. They're getting back their momentum. They've already read the Itamaros. They worship another early kill there. He knows that KVG loves to swing towards that cubby area, and now it's all up to Delhi on contesting that. Never mind, Trix has said ako
Last
mas
player
magaling na
standing.
Sova. Admiral, they're getting so much kills into this A site. Just one by one, MGS clubs, they fall, and now it's a 1v5. Olesen doesn't even have any gun to pick up to save. They're hunting him down. They know where he is. Bat Ghost cleaning things up for a flawless, and now it's 5-5. It's looking pretty rough for the MGS clubs now.
They're going to have to fight on back here and make another adjustment yet again. The ball is in the hands of MGS clubs. I think they should go for a full retake right on again. Try to take control of the mid lane. Kian seems to have the right idea here. Playing close mid like that. Try to maintain control of the mid lane. Get information on whether or not they're rotating A short or B main. And then go for that full retake. Go for the flank when you can. That is their win condition right now, Ryujin.
Yeah, definitely, you're right there. As they are giving up too much of the map, and just now all out rush from the Itamaro squad. Miko does get tagged by the Hunter's Fury. Delhi finishes him off. The only still being patient, waiting for that switch to be dropped. They did
Spike
not
planted.
get any kills here, but still they have the man advantage. This is still a very good retake for them. Worship are in a very good spot right now. Look at that, pushing through the smoke. He shoots out the recon drone, but he gets tagged. Violi gets the kill on the Worship. Now they have initiated the lockdown and also used up the Hunter's Fury. Delhi now in a
One enemy remaining.
Trix has a dart, but it's not enough. Delhi cleans things up, and that's already another good retake by the MGS clubs. Just storming that A site, using their utility and everything that they have
Last
to
round before
secure
the switch.
the 6th round. Now this is looking pretty close. This looks like a pretty close fight. Both teams not entirely, they're not used to each other yet, but I mean, it's still pretty early. First half.
Arguably, I think MGS clubs would fare better on attack here. For one, FIT, they do have double duelists. They don't have a second initiator here. And then, of course, for the side of MGS, they do have an own. So they can do burst plays with that flash, the paranoia. But Worship, as I say that, it's going to get taken out by KVG. Miko as well goes down.
Good shots by KVG there. You're right. And now he trims the herd. But Trix gets the better of KVG through the smoke there. They're going to get the spike planted. As the Cosmic Divide is pretty deep in heaven. Not easy for them. Viola gets tagged out. He can get shot through that wall. That should be an easy kill for...
One enemy remaining.
Wait a minute. One enemy remaining. Admiral. He has a good spot here. He should not be safe. Delhi. No, he gets tagged up way too low. And that's gonna be a 6-6
Switching
half.
sides.
It's pretty rough. You know, considering that KVG did his all there to secure 2 early kills.
Yeah, pretty heartbreaking round loss there. But at a 6-6, you know, definitely not the worst of scenarios for either team. But it really depends on how they control the map here. For the side of Itamaraos, again, they're gonna bank on taking on those duels head on. Because utility-wise, lugi sila. So they're gonna want to make those plays, play very, very proactively. And check this out. As I say that, it's gonna be Worship and Miko trying to take control of A main and see if they can actually win out some initial duels here.
Yep, that's the benefit, I guess, of having that Sky. Very, very useful. Worship dashing out, dashing to safety, does get tagged. Now they know that there are at least 2 members in A site. They gotta play it carefully, as they are not that low. The thing is here, the Itamaros, they don't have anyone for heals. You know, you get tagged up early, you're stuck with it for the rest of the round. Kian pushing up tree room, gets the kill on the Worship, finishes things off. And now things are looking pretty good for the MGS clubs. Another kill for KVG here. And now this is... Oh, Olsen, hello? Oh, a little bit of a slow reaction there, but still, the A side is looking pretty good for them. No stars left for Admiral. He still placed it down. Now he's gonna have at least 2, but at this point, they already have secured the A site. We're gonna get that spike planted anytime soon.
Placing sensor.
Here we go, KVG trying to be a little bit cheeky here, but Trix will be taking him down. Still 3v2.
One
Make that a
enemy
2v2 now.
remaining.
Bad Ghost, no cap. All to his lonesome here. Oh, there we go.
Right, never mind. It was looking pretty good for the MGS clubs, but at that point, it's just too much to handle.
Yeah, I mean, they were able to take the pistol round, and it was again partly due to even round 1. Kitang-kita mo na yung benefit of having a double initiator comp. If you can definitely pull it off, there's a reason why it's very, very meta right now. So
Yeah, that's true.
honestly, I'm looking forward to see them utilize it to its full potential. This team comp right here, it's so easy to shut down, for example, the aggression from Trix here. Over there on A main and then B main as well. Kulang na lang talaga Astra, pero
Spike down A.
can't really complain.
You know what? If it works for them,
Yeah, it works for them.
it works for them. Yeah, diba? At least, you know, MGS clubs though, they kind of have may sakit na MGS clubs. Parang hirap na hirap sila manalo after a pistol round. Parang by round nila, parang nahihirapan sila. Ayun na nga ang Ghost gets better bonus in ano. They're the ones at a disadvantage, but 2 members are incredibly low. Viola cleaning things up here. Dangerously low HP
Spike planted.
for at least 1 item, remember. But hey, anything can happen with those right clicks, man. We've been right clicked from so far, and even we got surprised sometimes.
Oh yes, the right click is a beautiful thing. Back goes no cap though.
Targets destroyed.
That Ghost, he can make his work. 22 HP in a dream. He does have a Spectre and both Nano Swarm grenades available. Never mind. KVG actually confident buy here with that Vandal. And is he gonna?
Allah!
Oh, wow.
Allah!
Oh no! Pero
I'm not
mama
sure
si KVG.
Yeah, it's
Well,
okay. It was
No Vandal.
yeah, no Vandal for him, but I'm not sure if Admiral actually ran out of bullets there. I think he did. That's why he swapped to a Sheriff, and then just as he had the crosshair lined up to KVG, he just hit reload, and that's very, very unfortunate. That could have been a clutch for him, but again, it was cutting it close. I'm not quite sure if he actually had enough time there. MGS clubs, again, sabi mo nga, parang may sakit sila after winning the pistol round. It's just,
Oh,
that round was too close for comfort.
yeah. It's like they're giving away their economy. It's like, sige, sirain yung economy namin. Ano naman eh, wala eh. Di namin alam eh. Paano manalo after a pistol round. But hey, still, they won it at least. Albeit a very costly win. A win is a win in their column. Miko is positioned up here in this corner. Kian. Oh, the paranoia is on point there. What a paranoia. Actually saves Kian's life there. And wow, that's
One down.
unfortunate as Delhi does get picked up by Worship in,
Very
in the same spot that Miko died. But still, 4v4, they lost their Sova, and so that's their info gone. Oh, but Violi is still alive. That's another initiator for them. Here we go, guiding light. It's gonna guide them to the A site. Violi spams through the door, but Worship and Bat, they are defending A site with their lives. Worship, another. Is he gonna get a 4K? He gets, Bat goes the shot dart. Oh, wait a minute, he's alive. But Trix cleans it up. Shock darts might not be enough, but the Phantom will ensure the kill. 8-7. It's still such a close fight between these two teams.
Yeah, they're not letting up at any point in time. Really, what MGS needs to do here to be able to sustain their momentum, perhaps the next buy round, is to burst onto the site utilizing those double initiators. Kasi yun talaga yung leg up nila eh, over Itamaros, right? So utilize the fact that you have more utilities compared to Itamaros. And if you play autonomously, if you play on the lurk right there, it's not really playing to your strengths. So, taking a look at this one, Worship will be taking down this guy from MGS Clubs. This is a really, really big pick coming in here from Itamaros. However, Kian quickly trades him out, makes quick work of Worship onto A short here. Now, all of a sudden, it's an even game. As that I say that, Admiral making quick work of KVG as well. 3v4 now. However, Kian still does have that Blade Storm handy for Eugen.
Yeah, the Blade Storm is such a dangerous weapon. If you just get that's he gets one. Give her those back. She does get another. Just to be careful though. It's a very good team play there. You see that?
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Phantom,
It's the little things, you know?
Yeah,
The little things.
the little things that make it count. Now Miko, Trix, and Bat Ghost, they have a leer to get deep into the site to Delhi. Good position by Delhi, but that's not a good weapon to be up against with a Phantom. Kian does find Bat Ghost there, but
Last
still,
player
time is
standing.
of the essence here. No, Miko forced them out there. Good ultimate on the retake there. The lockdown forced them out, and honestly, if they didn't have that lockdown, they would have won that round. But still, heads up play for them by using the lockdown. Worth yung pagkamatay ni Bat Ghost, because once he got that lockdown down,
Mhm.
there we go. He won them that round.
Yeah, I mean, I think at that point, what MGS could have done was perhaps anticipate that lockdown, and one of them could have played onto B main. I think that was really the only thing they could do. That if they were going to B site and they both played site, they were just asking for it at that point.
Yeah, Delhi was their only contingency there in B main, but what can he do? I believe he only had a sheriff or a classic, so really not much to work with there. And maybe if he had a Phantom,
You should
things would have
run.
ended up differently. They do use the lockdown in B, so they are about to force out Olus in though. They're not exiting quite yet, but good smoke,
Spike
good use of the
down A.
cloudburst there. And now they faked it out. 4-man rotate towards the B site, but little do they know that they're already in A, and now still 3v3 on the retake. I love the position of Kian here. Look at Delhi and KVG, they're securing this side. Meanwhile, Kian is there. Take a look at that mini map because trust me, he's probably going to win in this round.
That was a really good bait and switch coming in from Clubs right there. As
Ooh.
Ellie. Oh,
One enemy
double
remaining.
L.
Several members low. KVG guns them down. They're trying to drop from heaven, but the KVG Delhi crossfire is just too good. Wow, that's absolute winning dart. You know, that winning dart from that owl drone. It got them so low. The moment they jumped down, they had what, 40, 50 points of health. Just one shot from the Vandal and it was done.
Just
Round
tremendous value coming in from Delhi's kit. The way he uses the utilities of Sova. I mean, really, it's just such a display of skill. And I wish every Sova on my team would play like that. You know, not really saving utilities for the next game, and just really utilizing those shock darts to its full potential there.
Yeah, sulit na yung shot cards. Sulit na eh. You get one tag down, and that forces everybody to just fall back because when your enemies know where you are, it's not something that you're gonna be confident peeking them with. But you know what I am confident in? Blade Storm, because Worship has that Blade Storm. One good shot, and that's already a big game changer for them. Admiral is gonna be. He's gonna find nobody. Finds 3 members of the MGS club here. Now they're already gonna have the B site open and ready for them. 3 members are stationed in long old Worship. Does get some damage onto Kian, but now no more knives. It's just gonna be a very, very difficult round to retake for them. The right click was doing wonders, but all of a sudden making sure that it's not their best friend today. A little jiggle peek from Miko here. Another shot start by Delhi. Good kill onto Miko. All of a sudden finds Strix. Matt goes with the sheriff. He's not gonna get too much kills here. KVG cleaning him up, and 10-8. 3 more points, Viminal, and they're gonna secure game 1.
So far, the clubs are doing pretty damn good. Good decision from Allison to stick with that SMG as well in that previous one, because it was going to be an eco stage for the Itamerows. Now, however, it's all going to boil down to this. If Itamerows loses this, they will not have enough money to try and contest overtime here. So, Worship now going to be on the operator. And, you know, is this going to be a Hail Mary here for the side of Worship?
Pretty much very, very dangerous buy here. You know, it sets you up for a very, very difficult financial economical situation. So they better not waste this up. You know, you can already get value from it just by getting 1-2 kills in a round. But the thing is, with the way that MGS clubs are playing, they like to secure the site, and you know how difficult it is to retake a site with them.
Now they're going to be down 1 man. This is definitely not what Worship was hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like what clubs are doing right now. They're just taking their sweet time here, but they're going to be bursting onto the side. Kian, waste no time, makes quick short work of that Ghost no cap there. KVG as well onto Miko. It's now going to be a 5v2. It looks like it's going to be an 11-8 scoreline as Allison lands his fight on the 8. Yeah, at this point, save that gun. Worship's going to hold on to that operator. At least
He has to.
when you're playing for overtime, man, it's like the mental battle has already been won by the enemy team. It already feels like you lost the game, and that whether you want to admit it or not, that is actually a huge factor. Despite these guys being pros at what they do, it is a huge mental factor. And
They are trying to hunt him down though. Good setup by Admiral here, protecting his good old buddy Worship. But still, you're right. You know, that the moment you decide to just play for overtime, you pretty much concede that
Yeah.
you're saying, okay, guys, we
But
gotta
at the very
find.
least, kaya nating
Oo,
lumaban pa ng isa pang round. Parang hindi
oo,
mo sinasabing kaya natin manalo ngayon. Kaya pa natin kumapit.
ma'am,
So,
oo. Pilitin na natin para lang may chance pa tayo manalo. It's like that, right? It's basically conceding defeat. You're like saying, okay, guys, kaya pa. Okay, but now for the MDS clubs, they are doing so well. They must be feeling so happy. 2 rounds away from securing game one, looking pretty good even in the economy because they are forcing Itamaros to suboptimal buys. Not full rifles. Hunter's Fury has been activated. He's gonna try and get some kills. Pretty much just a full-on siege of the A side here.
Standing ahead.
yeah, that is going to be their style of play here. The heat of victory is going to be bursting onto the side, basically bum rushing on the
Last
side here.
player
Tricks with a 2K
standing.
though, using the Guardian. Now it's going to be a 2v2. Make that a 2v1 as Kian takes down Tricks in return. No business losing this round as Kian finishes them off. It's just, with all
Match point.
icing on the cake is match point, man. And he's going to be having a lockdown online as well. 25 kills to Kian's name. And, this guy has been
Really
such a
team to
stellar
victory.
performer. Yeah.
Yeah, he's willing his team to victory. He's saying, come on, guys, get on my back. We're going to the finals.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Despite Delhi not really being really up there in terms of the frag board, Ian would never have been able to pop off without him. Same goes for this guy.
It's working for them, and now pretty good positions here. I like that they're playing slow. That they're not playing as aggressive as they were a while ago. They're being more safe, which is what they're supposed to do, considering that they know the current state of their opponent's economy. They gotta they're not gonna supposed to do things willy nilly. Now they full rotate towards B. You see the five members going
You should
towards
run.
B here. Activates the lockdown, which is signaling them, it's time to go B, boys. Let's go. Olusin, though, they are forced out by the Nebula. They are smoked out, denied vision. Admiral getting kills through the smoke. They don't know where they are, but at least they have the B site.
There we go, Jelly. Just securing the CT side
Spike
there,
planted.
really delaying Timer House from going for that quick retake attempt there. Trix managed to take him down, though, with a taste of his own medicine. Here, Region.
He does give him a taste of his own medicine here. Marshall's, though, doing some work. Bat Ghost, that's a deadly gun to have, but at this point it's not looking
Last
too
player
good here.
standing.
They have a good retake setup here. Olosin almost saves the round for them, but Miko cleans things up, keeps the hope alive for the Itamaraus. Oh,
That was actually such a huge round for the Timer House. And again, another round they had no business winning.
yeah, that's true.
They were-
They won on a disco.
Yeah, they were on Marshalls, they were on a broken buy, but they played it out really well. They anticipated the lockdown, they went for the full retake. They were able to hit their shots on those Marshalls. They were able to make it count. And really, Marshalls is one of those weapons that have a lot of potential to flip the eco because of that one tap potential if you hit the head on that one. But even then, after that victory,
Standing
Admiral's
ahead.
still going to be on Spectre. Some of them still going to be on half armor. Not sure if everyone has full utilities just yet. So MGS clubs are still in a pretty good spot here. Just gotta keep their head in the game.
I got this fight.
There we go. Good kill by Olsen, and that's the early pick that they needed. A little bit too aggressive for Tricks there. I'm not entirely sure why he would push up like that without much information. So that's a very crucial kill because that's Sova. Your retakes are significantly more difficult without a Sova.
Spike down.
Worship, though, good kill onto Olsen. At least they get they even things out here. They are taking control of mid, which is really good. I really like this mid control here.
This game is like sort of like game of chess, right? MGS tried to go for rush. iTimeout goes for the full retake, and now another
Shot
adjustment goes down in order to counter that retake strategy, and then it's just sort of a seesaw battle from there. It's actually not like chess, kind of like checkers, but
Revealing area.
as I say that, they're making their way onto B side here, and I noticed that iTimeout they rotate rather fast.
Spike down.
Good thing is that Admiral is able to get X2K holding down the side
I've got
with a
your
Spectre
trail.
at that Behold though. Snatches back onto Miko. It still is winnable for them. Seekers are out, man.
Last
Here we
player
go.
standing.
Found
That's
one.
what they needed. Now they do get some good use there. And Admiral absolutely locking down the B side here. Again, they
Get a
are
Spectre.
blowing it back. Blowing. Oh my goodness. He's making it work. Doesn't matter. Now, Criminal, what happened to the MGS clubs? They
Yeah.
seem to be, faltered.
Na parang nawawala yung synchronicity nila eh. This wasn't their form earlier in this game. Despite Olsen being able to get an early pick, they were up already by a 1 pick. However, it was a 4v4 shortly after. Again, what they need to do is to play off their utilities and play off their strengths, not really, lurk around the map one by one.
That's true. I mean, they're still playing split. They're trying to control as much of the map as they can. Good. Oh, he knew KVG was there. He knew KVG was there. And now,
He didn't get legged, right? No.
yeah, he didn't. Luckily, he didn't. But still, 4 members are stationed towards mid. Tricks, good positioning, but always in there for the refrag. They know that the Opera is a mid, so they gotta play around the fact that he is positioned to shut down any forms of a mid take, any forms of a short take. But still, look at this: 2 Astro Stars waiting for them, as well as a full Killjoy setup in A. This is not looking good for the MGS clubs. They gotta find a way here to get rid of that Killjoy, to get a kill onto Miko.
You should run.
Does not flash anybody.
30 seconds
They
left.
use the lockdown
One
to force
enemy
him,
remaining.
try and force him out of sight. But Miko already done his job, got 2 kills. Now it's all up to Olsen in a 1v2. Closes the door, pushes through the door, which is such a common play. You know that he's there. They don't know, but Admiral smartly check that actually. Even though you heard that, that door close, always safer to just check that. But now, iTamara is looking like they are the ones with momentum. They're gonna be, having to go by, and they might just force overtime.
How the turns have tabled, my friend. It's just MGS. They're one away from getting into overtime here with the iTamara's. They were up by so many rounds. How did this happen? Viola though takes care of an overzealous worship here.
One enemy remaining.
Okay.
Admiral.
Oh,
Oh no. Tricks with the triple. Now down to Olesen in a 1v2. Again, not familiar sight for Olesen. He was just in this 1v2 a while ago. But so far, he's the FIT items. I love the map control here. I love the little
Yeah.
back-to-back setup here in mid. You shut down mid.
Placing sentry.
You basically have at least control of half of the map, right?
Oh, they're gonna go for the double peek.
So,
Oh,
Good.
valiant effort.
good double peek there. Good double peek. Leer into a double swing. That's pretty
Switching
much
sides.
secures them the round.
Overtime.
And just like that,
Nice.
we're going to overtime. Oh,
Overtime.
first game nga pala, no?
First game nga pala. And
Placing
of course, we expected this to be a very spicy matchup. But taking a look at the predictions, the caster predictions now, I think an overwhelming majority, predicted the iTamara's to take this very, very convincingly. So far, we've been proven wrong. MGS clubs, they've played absolutely phenomenally throughout this entire game. Kian now going to be on the operator on the defense. Still anybody's game here. Let's see if the iTamara's have actually learned their lesson here, because they really struggled on the attack.
They did have such a hard time here. Kian does get smoked off here by the Nebula. Try to get a kill with that op, and I like it. You know, forced by
Placing
an
swarm
op
grenade.
in
Swarm grenade
overtime,
out.
glass cannon that. No
Mm.
fear. No fear.
High risk, high reward. Sometimes it works.
That's true. Violi is gonna be the one here to receive them in A side. He's gonna use that guiding light. Good use of the guiding light. Not giving any info towards them, but Worship, the double swing by Miko and Worship. What a play by the duo here. They're getting into the A site. That's a pretty much flawless take from the FI, the item rouse. That's gonna be an easy spike plant for them.
Spike
This
planted. Placing
this
swarm
is pretty
grenade.
much locked. Oh no!
Oh dear. Oh dear. That's
Oh
not what
dear.
you want.
The Nanostorm lineup is not working in their favor, but Delhi does get the kill with the Odin. And Ian, you're a glass cannon. All you have is an op, no shields, not much
Last
utility.
player standing.
Olison now 1v2 with Delhi. Never mind, makes it a 1v3. Oh no.
Oh,
The dink onto Miko, that's enough damage, but is it enough to the clutch? No. Oh no, Tamra is
Switching
just
sides.
completely turning this
Match
around.
point.
They have the momentum. Confident na sila. Tignan mo, nakingiti na sila lahat. They're
Mhm.
just smiling. They're like, oy.
Well, ikaw ba naman manalo ka 5 rounds in a row, di ba?
Oo.
That's definitely something to smile about. Pero for the side of MGS clubs, man, that's just a disaster of a round. I gotta say.
Oo.
Sayang yung glass cannon ni Kian. Di niya nagamit masyado.
Oo nga
That's
eh.
why it's a high risk, high reward. Eh, diba? Sometimes it just falls flat on your face here.
Oh, you know, if you're feeling confident with the op, use it. You know, if you're getting kills, why not? But at that point, nung wala na siya napatay and they were forced to do a retake, that's a difficult situation. That's a very, very difficult situation to be in for them. But they have to force you know, a little bit more aggression here because honestly Viminal parang wala pa ako nakitang full rush from the MGS clubs. Parang ang laging ang bagal nila.
Parang may hesitant burst na. Parang ganun.
Oo.
There's a little bit of that aggression that they need, but there's just a
Concealment.
bit of hesitation. And you know, there's a fine line between hesitation and restraint. Again, you know, we've been saying this since the beginning. When you have a double initiator setup, just play to your utilities, throw everything in the kitchen sink, especially against a double duelist comp like this with no raise. You're gonna win. That's just how it works.
Pretty much, you know.
Throw everything in the kitchen sink.
Alam mo pang walang killjoy dun sa isa. You know, pag alam mo yung killjoy, wala dyan sa site, tinitake nyo.
30 seconds left.
Easy lang. But here, Miko shutting things down. Admiral
Spike down A.
Kilo through the smoke here. Spike down a Olosin again. Sorry, Olosin.
Kawawa naman si Olasin.
Oo nga eh. Parang siya na lang. Past
Siya na
4
lang
rounds
lagi.
siya na lang ata pinagka-clutch. Olosin, kaya mo na yan ano
Okay.
na lang namin to. 1v4 but
10 seconds
11
left.
seconds. Looking good for him.
The thickest clutch of his life.
With the dart. No. 80 HP just getting tagged by the dart. Gets wall banged but 1 second left. Nagtago na lang si Batgos. That was gonna be Olosin's clutch. But
That would've been-
no.
That would have been the most ridiculous thing ever. But you know what? That was just an absolutely amazing game. I had so much fun watching that one because it was a seesaw battle. Like I said, it was a game of checkers. You know, just the red chip eats the black chip, and then you know you skip another square, and you know how it works. Checkers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But,
Because I don't know how to play
No.
chess, diba? So I can't make that analogy, bro.
sige,
I don't play chess.
Tama.
I don't
Ako,
play chess.
simple lang sasabihin ko dito. You know, Itamoros, they pulled off 100 teams here. They pulled off
100.
912? Huh?
Mm.
912? No.
Yeah.
14-12 namin real quick. Absolutely.
diba,
silly gameplay.
Sabi natin kanina, it's hard to win the mental battle when you're playing for overtime. But
Mhm.
you know,
Looks like they won.
ito yung ano eh, ito yung return nun eh. Pag nanalo kayo ng ganun in that manner, and then you know you won the overtime actually after getting to overtime, despite being down for the count, the momentum carries over to the next
To
game.
the next game. Definitely. Yun yung you're feeling, you're all giddy. You're like, tara. You know, when you do that in comp, when you do that in your pubs,
Yep,
you're like,
yep.
tara, Q. we winning
See?
this next game, and then you're gonna
And then you
stomp in
lose.
next game. Oh, you get stomped in. You're gonna be like, oh guys, we just came
Oh
back
my
9 to
god.
12 basic. Tapos biglang next thing you know, oh,
Oo, tara, grind na tayo hanggang madaling araw. Tapos talo na ako. Tulog na ako.
biglang
Ganun lang yun. Ganun
i-realize
lang yun.
mo, oh,
Charge na ako cellphone, di ba? Ganun.
oh, that's your unfortunate. But again, props to the FITI Tamaras. They did so well there.
Yeah.
Absolutely stellar comeback. I was pleasantly impressed, and honestly, what I saw from them was insane mental.
Yep.
You know,
And
I,
again,
you know what?
these guys. Yeah, sorry.
You know what won them that game?
What?
The 12. There. The round on the replay right now. When it was 12-8, they had nothing but Marshall Spectres,
Oh,
pistols,
right.
because they had no business winning that. Yun yung tipong for the MGS clubs, they're like, how did we lose that? They were on eco. Yung mga
Every shred of complacency,
ganun.
he
Mhm.
exploited ng Itamaros. And
Yep.
again, when we talk about how strong their mental is, it's because a lot of professional experience under this roster, and it shows. Especially when the going gets tough, they get tougher. That's it. Just it.
Mhm. It's just insane. It's insane. Props again for keeping your mental fortitude for the Itamaraos, for the side of MGS clubs. That's heartbreaking. Honestly, that's heartbreaking. Especially this is the best of three. Your confidence must be a little bit rattled. And just as fit, it shows why they picked Ascent. They're capable of doing these types of comebacks. They're confident in their attack because obviously you see their strats, right?
Mm.
You see their strats, and it's really reflecting on how it shows up in their games, right? Their strats, their takes. It's just impressive. But now we're gonna be jumping into game two. Oh, parang nagulat ba kayo? Parang wala
Whoa,
atang 5-minute break
whoa.
today. Kaya now
We're gonna
we
get
go to
into it.
game two, Haven. Okay, Vimino.
Okay.
Thoughts on
Okay.
Haven as a map, expected map picks.
I love Haven. Haven is honestly my favorite map. Reyna pretty damn strong here. Again, Jet or Raze, for example. Sage also a lot of creative possibilities here, but not really favored in the current meta. Um, for the side of MGS clubs, it seems like this time around they're gonna go for a cookie cutter team comp, double duelist, single initiator, and an omen. Um, in a very simple map like Haven, sometimes a cookie cutter lineup can work. And then it's a common misconception that Haven is a complicated map because it has three sites. Surprise, surprise, it's a map with three sites, obviously. But it's
Choose your
actually
agent.
symmetrical pretty much on CNA. And then the mid lane is very, very straightforward. There's mid connectors between Garage and a Link. The barrier timings are very, very simple to memorize. The rotation timings are very, very comfortable with the fact that you can predict how long it would take for the enemy to rotate from A to C, pretty much. So it's a very comfort map for a lot of local.
Everyone's one of the most practiced maps in competitive. Surprisingly, a lot of teams do prefer to pick this map.
Yeah.
A lot of teams. I like what the thing about Haven is. I like how some teams play it. Some teams play slow. Some teams play fast. Some teams just They just generate so much chaos across the map that defenders have difficulty reading where they're going because they're like, wait lang, they got to kill in A, they got to kill in C. Where are they really going?
I mean, for me, if you were to look at, for example, VCT examples of how to play Haven, I think one of the best ways was there's an incredible video from Fnatic Boaster that he
Mhm.
broke
Turret
down
out.
their thought process and their plays against Sentinels
Mhm.
during
Placing
Iceland,
sentries.
Reykjavik. And it was just such an insightful video, and you can really appreciate Haven in that video. To everyone watching, if you're a fan of the game, If you want to improve your thought process, your macro
Mhm,
ability, and your micro
mhm.
decision making as well, just check out Fanatic Boaster's YouTube. Yeah,
That's
I
true.
am not Fanatic Boaster, but subscribe.
I mean, that's one of the best ways to pick things up. If you want to
Yeah, watch the
improve, if you
pros.
want to get better, just watch the pros. I mean, the 30-second clips that they say on stream. Somebody asks them, "How do you hold A site? How do you hold C site?" And they're gonna say it. They're gonna explain it in such a way that it's not so complicated. That's the
Yeah,
thing with pros. They make it so easy for you to understand. They make it like, just hold the C side or hold the A side, or just hide in this little box here. Those small tips really help you improve because, personally, I'm a big Zoms fanboy. I'm a
mm,
controller main, so everything what he does, I watch. I
yeah,
try to mimic in my games, and pretty much that's it. If whoever your main is, try to find someone who's plays that agent, and just try to see what they do. Of course, not everyone can mimic their aim because
right. Iba na yan. Ibang usapan na yan eh. Pero I mean yung thought process nila. If you try to adapt
isip,
it, diba?
yeah, diba? When clutch situations, ano iniisip nila, it really helps. It really helps. So, if y'all want to improve nga, tama, watch the pros. Pwede rin panoorin yung si Viminal.
Nah. If you want to learn how to lose at the game, sure, go ahead and watch me. But really, while we're at the technical pause, Ryujin, I have a question for you. For me, kasi,
Placing
if,
sentry.
di ba, some pro players, they become commentators. Like, for example, Sean Garris,
Mm-hmm.
you have G2 Lothar, um, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think for me, if I were to want to see like a superstar caster or commentator, it would be Boaster switching from pro player to caster. I think that would
Definitely.
be
Definitely.
really amazing. I almost cussed, but
Yeah.
thankfully I didn't. But um, how about you? How about you? Do you have any people in mind?
I think Booster is one of the best examples, honestly.
Mm,
He's one of
very articulated guy.
really, yeah, and the way that he explains things, it's not so complicated that, only Radiant Immortal players are gonna get it. No, he makes it sound so simple for everyone, any rank, just how to improve. And plus, he's a really friendly guy. But now, jumping into the action, I'm so ready for this beat take. I'm just waiting for them to push here.
We're
Violi,
done with the action.
here we go.
It's just about
Here
to
we
start.
go. Ian's already in B side. There's four members here. Bat Ghost, no cap. He's just hiding in the smoke here. He is incredibly low,
Spike
11
planted.
HP, but they already have the spike planted. 5v5 retake, and they're doing this little setup here. They actually get two people stunned in the back of the side. But KVG with the right click, he is their best friend.
Last player
Another
standing.
right click by KVG. Now it's all up to Bat Ghost, Mr. 11 HP. Kanina pa siya buhay. But Olsen cleans things up, and
Allison.
I'm not how. How do they just walk into B side so casually?
Okay, kasi okay, it's a ballsy move to go to B site during the first round because you have the lack of utilities. You don't have a Sage. Um, However, sometimes it can work because why would you like who in the right mind would go to B side on the first round? It's just sort of an element of surprise for the side of MGS clubs here, and it definitely worked out well for them. I bet that AcadArena was expecting them to go C or A. Typically, given the agent composition of MGS clubs, they would have gone for C side.
It's on it. True. Actually, you are right there. The agent composition does. It's
Mga
your.
long angles, diba?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yan yung, Omen just goes towards the Cubby, throws that paranoia into backside, Jet dashes in, and everybody just storms the side after that. So
Yeah.
that's true. A really unorthodox take here, during the first round, but it worked for them, and I'm pretty sure they're not gonna do it again because KPG Mr. Vandal second round, kanina pa niya ginagawa yan. His
Here's
second.
the thing: if you go for the Vandal in the second round, and if you manage to keep it, it's a big payoff on the third round because it really closes the gap in terms of the bonus. So
Mhm.
I understand if you're feeling confident in the anti-eco round, go ahead, go for that Vandal.
Oh, actually, may running joke nga ako dyan. Every time I
Ano?
stream and I play and second round, lagi kong biro sa friends ko. Like first round. we win, right? And then I'm gonna say like, oh yeah, no bonus rounds. When I say no bonus rounds, my friends know na, okay, we're not buying specters. Nah, nah, nah. We're going full rifles.
We're
No
going full
bonus rounds.
rifles, no armor.
And
Forget
then
about it.
usually three people with phantoms, and then yung dalawa naka-pistol lang from the previous round. Okay na yan, tara na. No bonus rounds today. No bonus rounds. Diba? At least next round, may palag 3 rifles versus 5 rifles. They can fight, right? You can win
Yeah.
those aim duels, but you know,
Gotta have that PMA, positive mental attitude.
diba? Pero pag natalo kayo sa second round na yan, now that's
GG. GG, dude.
that's pretty much sira economy nyo. You gotta give up 2 rounds. You're gonna be like, sige, next time, bonus round na lang tayo.
And be like, man, go next.
Oo, yun yung mga, tas,
Are we in
ano na
another
lang.
technical pause?
I think we are at another technical pause.
Okay.
No, never
Yeah.
mind. We
Oh yeah,
continue.
we're good. We're good. Yeah,
Thank
just
you.
making
We're
sure
going back
right
to
there.
the action. But Bat Ghost, I like this little setup here. Mukhang magta-2v1 sila sa mid. Violi does swing towards mid. He's gonna take care of this turret pretty early, dealing with it with ease. Now they're just gonna be full on rushing the seaside.
Out of turn.
Ito na mga yung sinasabi ko. Nico does have a good position here. If they don't check this corner, they pre-fire it. Kian actually shoots him through the smoke here, and that's going to be an easy C take. Like you said, this is such a good comp for taking C site. You see the
Spike
paranoia in
planted.
effect there. Bat Ghost, naku, nag-ingay pa si Bat Ghost. They can somehow go for eco damage here. You know where KVG is at least, but KVG has the Vandal. Bat Ghost jumping right click
Last player
action.
standing.
He tried, but Olosin swings. Tricks now 1v5, a little bit of eco damage, but mo na lang yung naka-Vandal. Masusulit pa.
I doubt it. I think KVG is gonna pretty much hold on to
Flawless.
his dear life.
Ooh! Okay.
One tap.
One tap there indeed, and that's a quick 2 points for the MGS Spades. I really hope MGS Spades, ride their momentum as they're at least no signs of tilt, no signs of early. They didn't lose their confidence even after the first game. So good mental from the MGS clubs.
Yeah. I mean, this is definitely a mark of a great team. Even if you lose the first match of the best of 3 series, you gotta fight on and make it the game for the group. Right now, Miko though is bringing the fight to them. Tricks also with a pick onto Kian here. And yeah, I just like to mention that Tricks back on his comfort role, the duelist. Tricks, one of the best duelists here in the Philippines.
Deploying
Yeah,
drone.
and one way to summarize what happened, war. That's what happened in mid. A lot of gunfights
Enemy down.
at this point. Everyone's a little bit shooken up after that war. Medyo bumagal sila eh. So
Shock down.
worship, good dart there, good timing of the dart actually gets a little bit of chip damage towards the remaining members of the clubs here. I like this little slow, patient take. They should hear him rotating away. So this should be a free A side for them. Unless Viole did not expect someone to swing from the top of heaven. Now Delhi, he knows at least there's one guy there. So a little pre-fire here, but at this point, 30 seconds left. They have to commit to a
Scanning
side.
ahead.
And it took, oh! What a
30 seconds
What?
left.
Wall bang there.
A little bit of, that's a lot of damage towards
That's a
Worship.
lot of damage. I'm
Forces
like,
him out
okay.
of weapon. And are they gonna get the spike plant off? If they do, I can just here we go. I can expect
I'm just gonna go
Spike planted.
for the retake, I guess.
for the full 4-man retake here. Olosin take close. Oh no, he finds 3. Doesn't find anybody
Surprise!
else. And those were the jump scare moments.
Yeah,
know,
those jump
just
scares.
think that you're
Hey,
gonna
are
be
you-
like,
Are you a fan of like birthday surprises, man? When's your birthday?
November.
November?
24th.
For me, kasi I'm not a fan of birthday surprises, and it reminds me of that time. Okay, you expect maybe 5 or 1 or 2, and then there's like 20 people in the room. Like, come on,
Uh-huh.
guys.
Yun.
I wanted to go to bed.
Birthday.
You know, I don't want to celebrate my birthday. Why?
I just want to rest.
I just want to go to bed.
Si Olosin nag-happy birthday rin doon. Happy birthday siya ni
Oo nga eh.
Worship, ni Trix, and
Buong tropa nandun eh.
what's up, guys? Welcome to my birthday. I hope you like it. But you know what I do like? This little mid grass control from the clubs. Mukhang ayaw nila may mag-swing from garage, ayaw nila mag-swing ng mid. And rightfully so, since Itamanos have been swinging mid a lot. They have been contesting that mid window quite often, actually.
Slowly making their way through the garage, using drone as well. Definitely making their presence felt here. But they already have the information, pero wala pa nag-rotate sa Itamanos. They might actually gear for a retake from Delhi. Takes down Bad Goes No Cap Viol onto Migo as well. This is a really good take coming in from the clubs.
Spike
Pero
planted.
parang
You're nothing.
perhaps medyo late nag-rotate yung Itamanos dito, but Tricks.
Oh!
Oh! Delhi!
Oh no!
Nasty!
Empress pa nga. But Worship, okay, he's still making things possible. Oh no, missed a couple of shots there, not enough to kill off Delhi, and he finished things off. Good
Alam mo,
round by
kung ako yun, mainis na talaga ako kay Delhi eh. Kasi sobrang katin eh.
Kanina pa eh, no? Kanina pa.
Nakakainis eh.
Ito yung mga, oh my, yun yung mga, you gotta admit, Trix was doing pretty well. He got a very good flank, got 2 kills, activated the effort, and he was like, alright, let's go. I'm geared up, tara, tara. Biglang, uy! He gets shock darted. Aray. Imagine mo, full buy mo, ult mo, natalo ka sa 100 credit na util.
Yeah, it's just so unfortunate.
Unfortunate even more as Strix is getting wall banged from everywhere here. I thought they changed the boxes already. He's still getting shot up. 70 HP. Timing. He has his knife out. Nakita niya si Kian. And now he's gonna get one. He sees the rest of the party is here. He's just gonna get wall banged at this point. Yep, Violi cleans him up. Miko trying to make things work, but Violi's just too armed at this point. Gun diff. This should be a pretty easy. No.
Spike planted.
No. Easy take. Alright, sige. Admiral does get one onto Violi.
Oh,
But-
nice shot.
Okay, good shots by Violi there. Double garage with sheriffs. They can make this work somehow. If they do, they just gotta hit their shots. They just gotta hit their headshots, and this round is still winnable for them. They know that at least one member is on the right. That goes. I love their position.
Player
Here.
standing.
No easy shots for Bat Ghost. They have to commit to entering that site, and at that point, really good setup by the clubs. Pretty much securing that round for them. 1-4, but at this point, Itamaraos, kahit ilan lamang sa kanila, I'm not gonna doubt them just yet.
Yeah, kasi coming in from the previous match, ganito rin yung nakita natin. Really huge lead coming in from the clubs early on in the game. And then when the sides swap, it's just the Itamaros. They don't choke. When the going gets tough, they get tougher. And I can't say the same for the clubs, unfortunately. And
Still inside.
Trix is on the radar. He's gonna be feeling it later on.
Yeah, you can really feel the difference there. Trix feeling just more confident, and he's back to his good old self.
Hindi naman nagsasopa si Trix.
Oh my! Diba? Oh, Bat goes through in hell, right? Manages to pick him off quite early. Miko katakas pa nga sa Hunter's Fury, but Kian another through the smoke kill here. Kian's trying to spam the smoke. Malay mo may mana. Wala lang. Was it? Yes, sir. He does. He gets another one. Olesen with the refrag there.
Spike planted.
Worship all alone in a 1v2. Spike gets planted, and right now, MGS clubs ang init nila.
That was just such a decisive round for them. 5-1 now. It seems like they're hungrier to secure the win and go to game 3 compared to how they were on round number 1. Maybe they're way more comfortable on the double duelist setup as well. We perhaps not really factor that in. During their first game, they did a double initiator, which is a lot more mentally taxing to play instead of a double duelist. That's why here in the collegiate level, we see a lot of double duelist cookie cutter lineups because it's very, very straightforward to play. And a lot of these collegiate teams, they tend to outmuscle their opponent and just try to flex their mechanical skill. But when you play a double initiator, it's a whole
Give me
different
those
ball
back.
game here. But Miko has to say that takes down Viole, the Blade Storm. Beautiful, beautiful left play.
Working wonders for them. But yeah, going back to your point, you're right. Double initiator, I guess. To summarize it, it requires a lot more coordination between teams. A lot. Oh my goodness, I was just waiting for tricks to swing onto KVG there. But again, the gun difference there showing up. And now worship. Oh no. Happy birthday. Happy birthday! Four
Happy
people get
birthday to you!
worship. He gets a little jump scare there, but
Speed fast.
oh no, Miko is in a good spot. Battle of the Jets! Flying everywhere. Kian gets the better of Miko there, but still 3v2 retake. If they're able to pick up the guns of
30 seconds
of
left.
the attackers of
Spike planted.
they're gonna be able to get this retake off. Admiral able to secure himself a phantom here. They're all looking at long. It's like they all know they're at long. The timing. Oh, Delhi again with the shock darts. Dangerous with the
Last
shock
player
darts.
standing.
Oh! Just
No more.
gets the wow. Okay, game sense, I guess, to just spray through that smoke.
Delhi is just feeling it. Absolutely on fire. 10 kills, 2 deaths to his name. He's out fragging even tricks. And Miko on the other side of the team. Kian, he's 6-5. But really, throughout this entire day, from the first game, it was really a Delhi show. Despite him not top fragging on the first game, as I mentioned, he enabled the rest of his team to frag out. And right now, seems to be picking up the slack here. Ava.
Yeah, Miko making that op making it very suited for that op kill. But as I say that, they do take care of worship. Miko needs to be careful here. He is in a very dangerous spot. He gets tagged up. He still has his dash. He's not leaving just yet. He's still securing A. They know that there's members there. There we go. Dash is out. Now they know where he is. They know that at least one member is at A, and they're opting to go for the rotate here.
Yep. Really quick bait and switch right there. Yeah, cancel that TP from the shadows. So they might actually repump A. This is a really smart decision from them. But they could still afford to wait maybe 10 more seconds, man.
Yeah, they could have waited just a little. Yeah, Tamara was facing, but at this point, they're just gonna siege this A side.
30 seconds
They know what?
left.
We're at least 2 members. Are they find the 2 kills that they needed? And that's gonna be the spike planted for them.
Spike planted.
Really, really smart play coming in from the clubs. Great presence of mind, great adaptability, on the fly adjustment there. And this is definitely what they need to secure game number 3 here. This is looking like a 7-1 here.
Swamp grenade.
It is looking pretty good for them. They swing into
Don't
the Lear. They're not
interrupt, I
able to
will.
take care of that Lear quite yet. KVG, they're
player
locking him
standing.
out of long, but
player
at this point,
standing.
his corner is just too good. Kian also in a very good spot right now. He doesn't know that he's already swung on his left. Good positioning by Kian there, and he wins them that round. 1-7, and it's a pretty dominant show from the MGS clubs.
They just got to keep this up. They can't drop the ball like they did in the first game. I mean, they were already up by like 4 or 5 points, and then they lost the game. So they really need to be careful about being complacent, about being overconfident. And just because you're already steamrolling throughout the game doesn't mean you don't have to adjust anything. You always have to keep your opponent guessing, even if you keep winning consecutive rounds. Because you bet that every time they lose a round, they're going to try to make an adjustment, try to get a read on you. If you keep doing the same thing despite you winning the rounds, then eventually you're going to lose a round. Game and checker.
It boils
You
down.
should
Yeah,
run.
that's true. Another game of checkers because, especially in Haven, of all maps pa talaga, where you really can't stick to doing one thing because Haven is such a good map in a way na ang dami mo pwedeng gawin. Delhi, he does get tagged up by Hunter's Fury there. He does fall to the Hunter's Fury. A good use of the ult there. But Viole, Kian, and Olosin getting 3
Last player
kill
standing.
of their own. Kian cleaning things up. And now, Admiral na lang Admiral trying to do his best to will his team to victory. But it is not enough. Look at the player cams. Parang hindi naman nagsismell yung clubs. Uy, smell naman. You guys are up 1
Well
to
naman
8.
kayo. Hindi.
Tapos
Kasi
yung-
natalo sila ng first game. Hindi sila
alam ko.
matutuwa hanggang umabot sila ng game number 3. Kasi
Oo, tama.
why would you be
Chose not
happy if you lost a huge lead and you lost in
Oh.
overtime? Diba yun yung sinasabi ko eh. Yung
True,
mental
true.
effect nun eh. So it can
Oo.
either demoralize you or make you even more dead set on taking a victory. It seems like the opposite, rather the latter is true for the MJS club because they're looking pretty hot right now. As I say that, Kian with a quick 2K on the back. There's no cap and Miko as well. And they're gonna make their way onto
Last
B-side.
player
Just flying on
standing.
in.
Oh my
Blitzkrieg.
He flies in. Munti ka na yun. Oh, tricks, little jump. Swing, nako, na paranoia ko pa nga. Tricks. Bang, wala na. That was pretty much around set in stone. And, okay, 1 to
Ayun na,
9.
gumigiti na sila. Kita mo na.
Oo, tama, tama.
Don't
Gumigiti na
celebrate too
sila.
early, boys. Game's not
ano
over
muna-
yet.
Ano to, secure na muna nila yung round. Secure na muna nila yung game, secure na muna. Tapos celebrate na lang sila pag nasa finals na sila. I like it. Ano sila hindi masyadong confident, hindi masyadong.
Have you, have you ever listened in on hot mic team comms of pro teams from like VCT?
Of course.
Parang sobrang astig yung yung team comms nila no. Parang tahimik sila throughout the whole round. Tapos nagse-celebrate lang sila after the round.
Yung sisigaw din sila. Nice! As I say, nice! Tricks! Kill on
Nice!
What a timely kill by Tricks. And ayun na. Ayun yung medyo momentum stopper nila. Paranoia towards short pero walang nag-push up. And nakaisa pa nga si Tricks. He knows what a bait by Tricks. Secures 2 kills for Admiral and very, very well played here.
Flawless pa.
Last round in the half.
Ito na. Nice! Na rin sila doon.
Hindi, ito kasi guys. Bakit ayaw niya mag-tactical pause? Ang dami-daming oras sa mundo. Mag-tac pause naman kayo ay tama na host.
Time out lang.
You're already down by 7. Just use it. It's the last round of the first half.
Or, tsaka, ano lang, mental reset. Alam mo yun, just
Yeah.
hinga, isip lang ulit. Pero alam mo yung pinag-iisipan ko, yung 5 members ng MGS clubs na feel ko ipipick ni Nico. Ni Tricks rather. Happy birthday! He gets 1. The
Spike down A.
pays off. Actually takes care of Olus in there. Tricks is falling back. So far, so good. He is safe for now. They do give up the A site though, and that's gonna be the spike planted for them. The Hunter's
Spike
Fury was
planted.
actually used for their entry, so now they don't have the Hunter's Fury for post plant, so they gotta be careful, and they gotta really secure this, not give any easy retake for here. As Bat goes, ooh, he does get tagged up. He drops from hell, raining down bullets. Heaven.
Last player
And
standing.
just a very, very well executed retake. Good shock dart. That's gonna get 1. It is already half though, so they cannot. Oh, no time for Delhi to repeat that. Too many members, too little time. 3-9-1/2.
Switching
Trick
sides.
secures the last 2 rounds for his team thanks to his
Need a drop.
heroic
Thank you.
shot.
Ito na. Mr. Ryujin, ang ating 9-3 curse.
Oh,
And time again, the 9-3 curse has proven itself to be very, very real. It's a very deceptive scoreline that can quickly become a 9-5 if they lose pistol round. But obviously, if the defenders win the pistol round, then pretty much the game is done and dusted. So a lot is riding here on the initial round of the second half. But
Yeah.
you know what? With Tricks on the Reyna, I'm pretty confident about their attacking side, man.
It's pretty scary. It's like they nerf tricks.
Yeah.
Just let him play. Just let him play the Sova. Okay, just let him have his fun. Biglang, oh, no, I will. But Miko, ayan na nga ba sinasabi ko. Good kill onto Kian there. And, yun na. I like this setup though. Take a look at the map. They're not fully committing to A. They have
Yeah.
members stationed in garage, they have members stationed in window, and now they're just hoofing it to C site. I like it. Because may late lurk pa ni tricks of all people.
Yeah. And typically, when you take a look at Reyna in a team comp, sometimes people make the misconception that Reyna is the hard entry. Not really. Jet is the hard entry. Reyna can be a hard entry, but really better on the lurk because Reyna has the ability to self heal. But as I say that, Miko taking down Viola as well. Trix is going to be
Placing
going
swarm
down.
grenade.
No, wait, I'm confused.
Swarm
is-
grenade out.
Not Trix going.
It's not tricks.
Wait, what? What's happening?
30 seconds left.
No, yeah.
No. It's brain fart.
Slowly.
Viminal.
Spike
Oh
planted.
my god.
It's alright, Still, now it's a 3v3 retake. Trix is down to 20 HP. And Delhi, good dart. Wag ka mabarel through the smoke. Ayan na nga ba sinasabi ko. That recon dart doing wonders for them
One
actually.
enemy remaining.
Olsen from heavens above jumps down the right click from heaven and
Okay,
does
that's,
answer his players with the right click.
It's parkour. Parkour right there. Okay, that pretty much answered our questions, right? They weren't able to win out that pistol round. So they're going to be in for a world of hurt.
Okay. This is gonna be a difficult hill to climb for the Itamaros. They're still
Force sila eh. Ito naman.
actually. Oh, actually, I was gonna say, are they gonna? They do force this, which can catch them. Which can catch the several members of clubs by surprise, especially since mukhang full stack A ata silang ang minamit nila. They do go for the full stack A here. They already invested that Lear. They're also gonna shoot out that recon darts, which is signaling the full A push. They're already in the side. They're gonna be able to secure it. But now, a retake on a force buy is very difficult. Okay, you don't have as much shields as your opponents. At least they do find where Trix is. So if they this is a very good post-plan setup for them here. Tags two members. Miko actually barely dodges that, but Olsen, PVG, and Kian just coming out from everywhere. Admiral, 50 HP.
Last
Now it's
player
1v1.
standing.
Killjoy versus Killjoy. Back goes no cap. He gets the better of his opponent's good setup. And now they actually it actually made it work.
Yeah. 410. Everything is still a-okay. The eye timer house still doable. A comeback within the realm of possibility here.
Yeah, definitely.
That would have been it if the scoreline would have been 3-11. But now they're gonna have the gun advantage here. MGS clubs, they're gonna be relegated to an eco state. It could snowball from this because after this, Admiral should have his ultimate online. Definitely make some plays with Cosmic Divide here. Nico taking points. They're gonna go for a straightforward C rush, and definitely a smart decision here.
I like it. I like the investment as well in using the gravity well to just stop anyone from pushing and to force anyone hiding in that corner. Batgos is gonna be their little flank watch here. Gets to no one's gonna have any sneaky kills here. Tricks as well gonna be hiding in the smoke, giving off a little surprise to Violi here. He does peek
One
out,
enemy
spots out
remaining.
Olesen. Delhi does get one in CT, but now they know where he is. He's forced to run away or he's gonna get hunted down. He could go for exit frags here, but at this point, hopefully he just gets a gun.
Delhi
Oh,
after no devices here, he's gonna get caught off guard by Batgos. No gap. 5-10 now.
Out of charges.
Inching ever so close to tying that scoreline. They're just 5 points away. However, full buy round now for MGS clubs. And for the side of iTimer, it seems like they're actually not going to commit to upgrading their weapons just yet.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna play for the bonus. I mean, Miko is one kill away from potentially he could
And you
get
could drop
kill,
the gun.
activate knives, and yes, drop his teammates, or just kill someone and pick up their gun. As KVG is in a very precarious spot, he does get one onto Worship there. Oh, the paranoia is so timely. Actually does wonders for his team, but Trix already deep into the site. Bat goes a little run and gun action here, and that's when we're back to a 3v3 and B.
Last player
Admiral
standing.
got the crossfires, and each member of the clubs getting a kill of their own. Wow. What a retake. What a flawless retake. I think the Itimer got a little bit too greedy peeking out of the both A and C.
Yeah. KBG, nakalasan pa siya dun sa right corner of that B-side entrance. He should have been traded out really quickly. He was still able to get a 2K. KBG, Kian really putting in the work for the rest of their team. Delhi and also close second there. Violi not really having the best game of his life, but you know, it's hard to kill all the opponents when your teammates are basically hanging up all the slack for you. So, I mean, it is an 11-5 scoreline, and
A win is a window.
you know, we take those. We take those.
Now, this is quite a very scary step to jump in. There are three members in Trix is blinded by the paranoia. Kion gets the better of his jet counterpart, but Trix is there for the refrag. Violi deep in gets one on the Bat Ghost, but now they still have that lockdown for the retake, so they can play this retake game. Still though, remember the man advantage is on the side of the FITI.
Initiated.
I mean, 2v3, Olsen will be putting down the lockdown. That's going to force them to push out here. Oh, okay. Love the initiative coming in from the side of FIT. I mean, I'm pretty sure Olsen was expecting them to push out, right? Or maybe go back. There's a 50-50 chance of them pushing out. But as soon as he put down a lockdown, Trix was like, it's time to like triple swing. And like, that was just so unexpected. I'm like, okay, ang bilis naman nun. Yun siguro yung inisip ni Olsen, parang ang bilis naman.
It's impressive to say. Ang ganda, what a swing. Nagulat rin siguro yun na
No, nagulat.
full investment actually, no? Of them just going towards A here. Full on rush. They made the gamble though. They made the gamble to push C, right?
Yeah. And they are gonna go for that triple flank. Trix is gonna be on anti-flank duty. Arena can bag those multiple kills, but Kian!
Blocking sight.
Oh no. He can make this work. He can actually make this work. Admiral though has something to say about it. He does get
Bomb grenade
dinked.
out.
Now it's a 2v3. They have no way of dealing with some of the utility here. They still have...
Last player standing.
No, they don't. They're diffusing. And do they have enough time? Yes, they do. They do have enough time. That was such a close retake. A very, very scary retake, actually.
Ganda ng adjustment ng clubs eh.
Match
You know,
point.
they gambled on the C side, and then their plan B was to basically go for that triple flank.
Yeah,
And it was just Trix. Maybe he was expecting maybe one or two to go for the flank, not three. And it was just Kian up in his face and with a quick blade storm. And there's
not
nothing
so
Trix could do at that point. Yeah.
nag-right click pa si Kian doon. So, alam mo yun, the right click, hindi nga nag-reset, pero you got
Paid off.
probably the most important guy because he was the only one watching Frank at that time. Right?
Yeah.
He was the only warning system for his team. So now, oh no. Tricks. Medyo kinabahan ako. Nakita ko how niya Odin. But here we go. 6 to 12. They are no strangers to fighting back even though they're at match point. Miko spamming through the smoke. Oh no, Tricks actually gets spotted by Delhi here. Naka-Odin. Playing the patient game nga naman. Hides in that little corner. And still, We're not making things anything easy for the Itamaros. Nico and Trix, dagdag mo pa si Worship. Each get our kill of their own. Mag-isa na lang si Viole. He does have Empress activated. This is still winnable for him. He gets another one. There's just 3 members left, but is there enough time? He doesn't have enough time for this, but you know, it's just too little too late at this point, and he's gonna fall. Valiant effort. Ika nga ni Sage, but 7 to 12.
Valiant effort. Or something like that. I think that's how Steve says it.
Oh nga. Galing. Uy, wow. Sage? Voice actor? Okay.
No,
I see it. I see it working. I see it working.
I
I see
am
it
a
working.
mountain.
Ah, pwede.
You are a boulder. I am a mountain.
Oo, ata.
Yeah.
Pero alam mo yung mountain, yung kailangan na habulin na lamang.
Yeah.
Still
It's
though,
5
kayang-kaya nila.
points. We've seen them climb back from a similar scenario in the previous map. I wouldn't be surprised if they can do it again.
Scanning ahead.
Considering attacker pa on
want to find
A-Haven, you can confuse your opponent so much with what you're doing. And ayan na nga ba si oh. Looks like a full-on C-site rush here. Worship. Ooh, good dart here. Ooh.
Take flight.
Aray.
What is it with these shock darts? Can we just have Valorant without shock darts, please? I think that would be way more fun.
Pwede mo pala. Kaso, mawawala na yung cost of divide, so this is gonna be their cue to go for the retake. Kian, Arjun, and the Dream. KVG 10 HP. Napatay pa ng turret. Kian though does get Miko at least. But still, too many people with just two. They have better guns. Tricks and Worship actually getting so much kills for their team. Nakita pa si Olusin. Now they know where he is. Jumping right click for Tricks. 8 to 12. And they are building up bit of steam. May kasama pang tactical bag. Huh?
The tactical bag.
May kasama pang tactical bag. Sulit naman nila. At we are riding the momentum. Sila yung nananalo eh. So, I mean,
Shades of
try
the
to
past
get people's heads maybe? Yeah?
You know what they say? You don't learn from history. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna repeat itself. But
If they're not careful, yeah, you're right.
8 to 12, this is exactly what we saw last time.
Yun na nga eh. And considering na nag-iinit pa si Trix, he is on the arena. They are playing very close angles though, which is good because kanina they're playing a little bit back. They're playing to fight the long range fight, but at this point they're playing slow and safe. Yun yung pinaka-important. They are playing very, very safe.
Near Trix, gonna be maintaining presence over there in Garage, while the rest of his team, I think they're gonna be crawling over there to A site. Yeah, Trix is already repositioning, and they're gonna be slowly moving to A. It seems. Now there's still 50 seconds left on the clock, so they could actually go for a bait and switch on a rotate, but I don't think that's gonna be necessary because Kian is all alone onto A side here. Now I like his position under hill, but
Yeah. You're safe from the darts.
Yeah.
Now they know where he is. Nah, he gets two though. It's important. Nagparanoia pa, which saves him, just gives him a little bit more time to just delay and wait for his teammates. And now, too little too late na for the Itamaros. They have to make this work. Tricks gets two. He does have Empress activated pa. Viole in hell. Admiral, 14 seconds left.
One
Gary,
enemy remaining.
Nako, napatay pa ni Trix. They already know he's in heaven.
One enemy
Nako, the
remaining.
timing could not be any
Revealing
better.
area.
No top darts.
oh no, 1v1 with Delhi. Admiral's
No, the
down,
dart
just sliver of HP.
The dart. Admiral is incredibly low.
Oh my gosh, he's like one.
Oh, he
on?
secures him the round. He secures him the round. End the game. We're going to game. We are going to game 3. Oh,
Defenders
my
win.
goodness.
Direct and hunt.
What a nail biter that last round was.
Absolute nail biter. Delhi has done it. 8 to 13 in favor of MGS clubs. We're going to game 3. Ladies and gentlemen, a well-deserved victory for the MGS clubs. We had a very close first game. Went into overtime. We almost went into overtime on the second one, but thanks to heroics from Kian, thanks to heroics from Delhi, we had a hell of a match. We're going to game number 3. And honestly, I can't get enough of this series, man.
Yeah, it's really good. The back and forth, the hope na binibigay ng ay tama raw is na kaka-comeback pa kami, kaka-comeback pa kami. It's just too much. Ang stress niya to handle. And it's stress at the same time. It's fun to watch because
It's a really fun game. Yeah.
Kami nanonood lang kami. We're stressed sa kalaban eh. Nanonood lang kami. Pero for them, that's...
I know, there's so many tense moments. I can imagine the team comps right now. They must be screaming at top of their lungs right now. And like I said, in that game-winning moment for Kian, diba, I mentioned napakaganda ng position niya under hill. Keep an eye out onto that long angle. He was able to get a 2K. That really influenced the tide of the match, even though Trix made it really, really close. And then, of course, Delhi just played it really well in the end to secure the victory. And one thing about the clutch factor of the clutch gene within Delhi, today at least, is just so strong.
Yeah.
Really impressed by that player.
You can see how much he loves his agent. You know, he loves Sova, and he uses the utility so wisely. Probably one of the better players in Sova in terms of using utility. He's smart with his darts. He knows when to time it well for his teammates. He knows when to throw out the shock darts, and just really impressive display. We're going to game 3, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have a quick break. Hulaan nyo na lang mamaya pagbalik namin bakit kami nag-break. But yes, we're going to game 3, MGS Clubs versus FIT.
Feels like I'm frozen.
We'll
Hello?
see you guys in a bit.
Manong fishbowl ang tawag sa kanya. Everyday siya kung dumating. Kaya parang institusyon na siya dito sa area namin. Minsan, sobrang late na. Andun pa rin si Manong Fishball.
Ginagabi kayo, Manong!
Enrollment eh.
After some time, yung karito ni Manong Fishball nadagdagan ng may bike.
Hanggang kabilang kalye, nagtitinda na rin kayo, Manong?
Ang notebook.
Sunod na taon, pati menu nadagdagan.
Nax, may squid balls na!
Mahal kasi ang lapis. May kikyaw pa dyan.
Bilib na bilib ako.
Hi guys, what's up and welcome to our semifinals here in the University Alliance Cup Season 3. We are your shoutcasters, I and Mary, and of course, joined me here is Eugene. So what's up Eugene? And nakita nga natin na napaka-intense ng laban. Meron talaga tayong game 3 for the set of the games today.
Oo nga eh. And sa mga nag-get kami nag-quick break. Kasi, sub! Napasub muna, no? Quick break for Viminal series as this is the final for the series. Winner take all. Winner, by the way, goes to the finals. So, a lot at stake here, no, Ray? Parang mas intense na to eh. Game 3, backs are against the corner for both teams. Oh my God. Excited now.
Kanina, akala ko, may makaka-comeback na naman eh. Pero syempre, knowing Mapua, they're a team talaga na sobrang lakas maka-comeback din, just like FIT. But I think MGS clubs, let's give credit that they're one of the teams or universities that has this big improvement for this season talaga. So let's give it to them talaga. They deserve it. But at the same time, FIT, imagine tatlo. Actually, marami silang sa roster nila right now na active talaga sa pro scene natin. Bilang estudyante, magaling sila, and bilang
Select your
individual
agent.
players na active sa Valorant scene. But as right now, that we're gonna be going sa game 3 nga, which is very different from last week's quarterfinals kasi puro 2-0. Ang tanong is, sino kaya ang makakuha ng first slot going into our finals? And that's it. Is it going to be FIT or this gonna go with the reverse uno na sweep ng MGS ngayon?
Oo nga eh. Itong MGS, isipin nyo, last season nasa Division B lang. Ngayon, they're one game away from the finals. Ang layo na ng narating. It's really impressive to see how this rookie, rookie sila, di ba? Technically, first time. Rookie team on the way to the finals na. And sure, and to say na natalo nila ang Aitama Rouse to go to the finals, if they do win this, that's a huge boost for them, right? Ang laking confidence booster na pupunta sila finals. They beat one of the favorites from not only this season but last season na squads, so parang okay, they have hope to win it all. But yun nga, Aitama Rouse not a team that you can forget or write off immediately, as kita nyo naman yung game, first game pa lang, nagpasabog na sila, nag-comeback pa nga.
Ay, kita ko dito. Hello kayo, shoutouts nga pala kayo, VBinal na nagko-comment. Paco, idol ko yan eh. That's my idol, si Paco. We're going right now, our last map is going to be here in Icebox, and I have a lot of thoughts because when it comes to Icebox on a lot of teams, sobrang 50-50 siya. It's a double-sided coin. Sometimes all of them are on the attacking, they're really better sa attacking, but once that they go defense, maraming mga teams na nagsistruggle and nawawala bigla lahat ng consistency, lalo na if sa second half sila magiging defending. But right now, we're gonna be starting as MGS will be on the attacking side, and as they will now be committing towards A side. Pero kaliwat kanan na nga kagad ang kanilang pinupunterya, and wala pa silang nababawasan so far sa FIT once again.
Wala na masyado. Tapos, just like that, spike planted. 5v5 retake na naman ang labanan. Medyo delikado yung pwesto. But he gets one on to Kian. Nako, nakadalawa si Bioli with the frenzy. Chance to get out with that dismiss. Worship though, they're still making it very
Last
difficult for
player
this retake.
standing.
Ang ganda ng 3-man crossfire of the MGS clubs and ang ganda ng setup nila doon, Ray. Ang bilis ng take, ang swabe pa ng postman.
They have that good setup plus they cleared kagad yung nasa rafters, so it's very important to clear out everything plus you get the good information talaga. And I think namkuha din nila yung momentum coming in from the Haven map, so kitang-kita naman natin na talagang MGS kasi kapag nakuha na sila ng fuel, they will really have that enough power. But the FIT, they might be starting slow na naman. Pero as what we witnessed earlier in Ascent, di ba? Na pag-comeback sila. So sobrang ano talaga. It all depends na lang sa magiging setup. Dahil kitang-kita mo naman na mirror matchup ang meron when it comes to their agents right now.
Oh my goodness, oo nga. Oh, wow. Actually, tama ka nga, no? Mirror matchup nga. Pero, ang napansin ko, no, Rere, parang ngayon, hindi na ganun ka crucial si Sage
Mhm.
sa map na to. Just because of one small change. And it's yung box sa B. Diba dati, you could wallbang that and you needed the Sage wall para hindi ka ma-wallbang habang plant. Ngayon, hindi na eh. You can't wallbang through that box anymore. So parang some teams right now are experimenting na tayo mag-Sage. Magdala na lang kayong Sentinel, Cypher, o Killjoy. O gusto nila, Initiator, maglabas sila ng Sky. Just, parang Sage isn't that necessary. But for both these teams, they still deem Sage as a very strong pick. But now, parang iba ata ang nila, no? Ang paggamit sa Sage. Kita mo, they are changing up their walls. Sure, given na nag-A take sila kanina, diba? Pero I'm more curious how they're gonna take B. Saan nila ilalagay yung wall?
Plus, ito din yung pagtataka kasi usually kapag Icebox, you have that Omen, tapos sobrang importante nga ng Flash. And right now, both of these teams are depending only on those 2 years given by the Reyna. Wala din silang Omen na pwedeng magbigay ng magandang paranoia, di ba? Na malaki din yung area of effect. But right now, Worship is ahead of Olokin. Behind the backs talaga sila ngayon. Yan ang magandang strat kasi nga ng pangunahan ng MGS ngayon. So they will be going with all of them stacking. Pero, Nico gets rid of Belly. Tatlo na lang kata na nakikita. Pero may advantage talaga when it comes to the sprays. But it's going to be a 2v2 situation that we have right now.
Oh my goodness, yung 2v2 na to, this should not even, hindi na nangyari to. This is so dangerous for them. And at this point, parang kailangan na lang nila sirahin economy, no? They can try and go for the win here. Oh wow, good teammate Worship, dropping his buddy boy, Spectre. But KVG nag-invest sa Vandal at maganda ang return of investment niya doon. Nakadalawang kill pa.
Good day manager pala si KVG. Di niya naman sa akin sinabi.
Matalino mag-invest. Worth it. Na-save pa niya yung Vandal. So ngayon, parang yung sabi ko nga kanina, no bonus rounds today. Kita mo yung bias nila. They are quad rifling actually. Ilan ba sila magre-rifle? Like, ayun na nga, 4 sila magre-rifle. This is gonna be a spicy round.
Pero si Worship naka-operator na. And when it comes to Icebox, we all know how effective that operator is. Pero you just need to hit those shots. And right now, they will be committing towards B side, taking already control sa may B main. Pero nga lang, Admiral is already expecting that there's a lot of guys. So medyo binigay na niya kagad instead of i-risk pa niya behind yellow. At hintay na lang niya coming in from his teammates. Pero mukhang they will be backing away. You don't want to be under that toxic screens once you cross all over that. Kayo pa yung pwedeng ma-pick off ng FIT if I'm not mistaken. Pero right now, they will be controlling mid. And this is a good idea kasi isa lang.
Oh, okay. Good spot by Bat Ghost. Alam niya kung asan sila. And ayun na nga, looks like they use a Sage wall to cross towards mid here. That is a very good wall, preventing them from the mid control, no? So now, they have control of Orange, pero hindi nila tinignan si Admiral na sa kitchen. What a spot by Admiral. Ako, nakita pa nga ni KVG. Dalawa pa ang napita si KVG. Now, it's a 3v3. Delhi will be able to get that spike planted. Viper
Spike
Spit
planted.
has been brought up and it quickly goes down. Deli, little dance
Player
with the
standing.
kill here. But Olosin, oh no, ang ganda na pwesto yung timing ni Olosin. Is he gonna stick the defuse? Yep, he's gonna stick the defuse. Oh, he's not.
One enemy
It's
remaining.
one. This is completely winnable now. Op ang kalaban. Kalaban sa Spectre. The timing. Nako, hindi niya ata alam na half na. Hindi niya alam. But he's gonna be able to steal that op away. And that's already worth it for them. Pwede na. Talo nga. Wala namang op. Oh no. Yung timing. Bakit ganun? Anong nangyari? That's so unfortunate for them to see that happen, no? It's just not worth it. Tapos makikita mo pa, they have certain buys here for KVG. They're still picking up Spectres. They're force buying this round as well. No easy rounds for them, I guess. Kian, with that op, he is positioned here and built in a way that he's gonna get some tricky kills if they're not careful. Nako, the knives from Worship. The Blade Storm, wala nang right click to save him now. KVG and Violi open up the site. Bat Ghost has a little pixel peek here, but Kian knows where he is. Alam niya may
One
pixel
enemy
peek siya. Hill jumps on top of the box. Admiral also denying the plant. Now it's a 1v2. He's down to 10 HP. Violi just running and gunning him down. Are they gonna save the op? Okay, they're able to save the op. At least napick up nila yung op, and that's a crucial buy for them. Nasulit ang kanilang force buy, and just a little bit things are looking a little bit more difficult now for the item routes as medyo yung force buy nila nag-pay off no, nag-specters na nga at nag-phantom with the op na na-save nila nung third round. Nanalo pa.
I'm back! I'm back!
Welcome back nga pala.
Oh, yun na nga. Nandito na ulit ako. Medyo na-miss ko yung medyo na-miss ko yung sarili ko eh. Pero balik na ulit tayo right now. As kita mo naman yung MGS clubs, they're pretty prepared for what's coming up ahead, and they're actually clearing kagad yung site nang wala silang kinakatakutan. Their duelists, very confident. Once you work that jet plus that arena, and then you hit those shots talaga kagad, open na open yung A-set eh. Then alam na nila kagad na may isa lang na nasa mid, isang nagpa-flank. They already know how to read this guys of FIT. Pero FIT kaya, paano kaya nila makukuha parating yung pick? Kasi parating may early pick-ups coming from MGS. And that's it.
Wait lang, Ray. May napansin ako na, ngayon ko lang actually napansin, 5 rounds in. Ngayon mo lang napansin, wala si Trix sa Aitama Rose. It's actually Kiel going in instead of Trix. Wow, wait lang. Oh my god. How did I not notice this when we've literally been in for 5 rounds? Oh my goodness. But
Asan kaya si Idol Tricks? Baka merong other commitment sa team niya. Baka meron.
kala ko sasabihin mo may commitment issues. Ha? Wow.
Hindi
Saan yung atake?
commitment dahil mabait silang dalawa ng girlfriend niya. Oh, 'di ba? Alam ko pa.
Okay.
Sa girlfriend ni Trix ko nanonood ka man dyan. Pero uy, si Admiral, sayang nag-gift lang siya. All of will be getting set. He will be going with that Tresu as he gets with Viol. Pero ngayon, yeah, that's great. Hindi pa prevent kagad. Mag-backup na kagad din si Miko, pero Viol will be denying him. 3v3 this time around. Available pang Resu plus that Viper Spit coming in from FIT. This can be a big possibility of them winning this round.
Nag-wave pa si Kian by a pixel. Nag-swing Kiel. Almost gets the kill. Just drops him down to 60 HP. Worship, nako, better offer nga naman. Pero still, 2v2 ang labanan dito. Good
Spike down B.
play by
30
Bat
seconds
Ghost.
left.
Ngayon, 2v1. Alam ni Bat Ghost kung asan a very good defense round from them. Ganda na yung setup and ang ganda ng spray ni Kiel denying them that Viper spit early on.
Ayan
He's
na.
literally them.
They're actually adjusting already in Eugene. As what you can see, we're seeing yung ginagawa ng FIT. Nakakapag-respond na sila. Plus, hindi na sila nagpapapitas. They usually just give already yung site talaga and they will just do the retake, di ba? Kasi kanina kino-contest pa nila ng early few seconds ng rounds eh. Pero ngayon, sobrang disciplined na din talaga nila.
Oo. Tama ka dyan. Ang ganda playing very safe. Hindi sila hindi sila masyadong risky sa mga ginagawa. And it's paying off, right? It's paying off. Si Worship, nakaisa na naman kay Violi kanina sa mid, but Ellie also gets the kill onto Kiel, so that's no more Viper split for the defenders. Now, things are looking a little bit more difficult na for the Itamaraos. KBG actually pushing up. Wow, good use of the shock dart there. Manages to get KBG low. Timing pa kay Admiral nung nag-cross siya, and at this point, no, parang they have a lot of things. They have a lot of time to work with here. They're gonna be able to get that spike planted. Masisira pa yung guard, so no info sila. They don't know where they are. They're gonna have to play this retake, Ray.
Here.
Will they take this retake or no? Puro nga lang sila yung pretty confident about it. And speaking of Admiral
One
gets the end of
enemy
Olokin,
remaining.
and now we only have one left, and Worship will be able to trade out and finish out Chideli, and back goes the fuse, and FIT still wins this round. It's gonna go get closer right now as it's already 3-4 and just one round away ang FIT before they will be tying the tables.
Yun na nga, just like that. Late bloomers. Parang, sige, first few rounds, sige, you can score, but after a while, nababasa nila, they adapted their opponents, and at that point, parang hindi na nila mahanapan ng sagot yung, parang they have all the answers to whatever their opponents are doing. So it's really working right now. Kita nila, they also change things up. I really like how si Kiel, no? Palipat-lipat siya ng site, eh. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yung timing. Yung timing.
Wala pa. Uy, Elder Flame na operator. Kailangan lang na fix ko. Unfortunately, wala siya napipot agad. Pero follow up. And that's it.
Ooh.
Naka-open na kagad papuntang A-side and Kian gets 2 heads. Grabe naman. Ooh,
KVG Lurk!
thrifty. Yes.
Oh, this is looking like a thrifty nga. Pero, kay Bat gusto. Kay Bat gusto. Okay, nice. Bat Ghost gets that kill. Makes it close, no, Ray? Makes it a 3v2.
Last player standing.
Oh, the refrag. Ngayon, Admiral 1v2. Naku, may drone pa.
Naku, alam na kung nasaan siya. May mga shock darts pa. But will he expecting Kian coming in from behind the scenes? Oh, sandwich right now. Okay, he goes with a fake defuse. He gets the head. Nope, because Kian is right beside him. And the MGS still leads by 2 against FIT this time around. And kita-kita mo, the lurks na naman are paying off for the side of MGS. Tapos, agad na talaga ng entries ni Kian. Sana all ganyan ka-confident sa sarili kapag nagduduelist. Pag ako nag-jet yung knife ko, ano lang eh, bread knife lang.
Oo. Alam
Hindi
mo,
matulit.
buti nga sa'yo, bread knife sa akin, wala eh. May nga, ano naman, yung pader, tinatamaan. Minus 200 ako sa pader actually, every time masakit, pero masyadong magaling yung pader, masyadong taas. Pero, quick, balik na tayo sa game natin. Mukhang aggressive na naman sila sa A. Violi, ang ganda ng combo ni Violi at Kian dito. Nakakaaliw yung tapang nila, yung confidence nila sumugod ng kasay. They're gonna have to spike planted here as well.
Spike planted.
Kiel, timing kay Worship, na isahan siya. pero maganda naman yung timing ng dismiss ni Miko. Actually gonna be able to get that Vandal for himself, and this is still a very, very close round, no?
We still have Bat Ghost still alive and kicking for the side of FIT, and that's what we're looking forward for. But right now, isang bumabagsak. Bat Ghost gets a 2 kill, and it's going to be KVG versus Bat Ghost. Mga clutches, but does he know where KVG is? Unfortunately, he still gets his head. And MGS Clubs will be leading by 3 already. What is happening, FIT? Pero nga lang sa tingin ko, sobrang init din talaga ng miyembro ng MGS Clubs right now, and we need to give credits where it is due. And si KVG talaga yung star of the show ngayon para sa kanilang team.
Ang ano no? Parang hirap. They were able to secure their flank kanina, no? They were almost flanked by Bat Ghost, and buti na lang medyo timing was on the side of KVG there. He is on fire, he is 4 and 3, and I love what he's doing for his team. May ibang rounds sumasama siya, taga-trade sa duelist. May ibang rounds naman para siyang nandadagana lang siya sa mid. Kanina, diba? Nasa A na yung, hindi niya, asan siya sa kitchen, nakakuha pa ng libreng barrel. Pero, okay, I like this early aggression, no, really. Sugod ang FIT ay tama rin ngayon sa A. Pero, they knock in A, no one was home. Kasi lahat ng MGS clubs nasa B.
And medyo yung setup ng toxic screen, alanganin dahil nakapag-crush din sila kagad, pero nabutasan kagad din yung wall ni Olokin so that he can plant. And right now, he will be planting the spike, but he won't be denied by the guys of FIT. Once again, they just gave up the site, and they will just be going with that retake. But how will they be able to make it, as all of them are expecting Bat goes for the flank, as Miko tries also to take out his Lear, and that Empress that he has, will he be able to get some heads? Unfortunately, wala, pero sinabayan na rin kagad ang kaliwat ka ng ulti that is coming in from MGS Clubs. Confirms this round once again, as they will be leading by 4 against FIT, and that is what I'm talking about. Kapag nasa attacking side ka talaga ng mapang ito, it's really on your favor plus your aggressiveness. No cap talaga kapag MGS Clubs, tapos nasa attacking side sila. That's what I'm expecting coming in from them. But FIT, sabi ko nga, they're just taking their time. And once that they have that init talaga, na parang si Shoto Todoroki, mangyayari nga talaga ang magic. Yes! Okay, kami ni Eugene pinagsama niyo, so marami talagang anime.
Anime references. I like it! Oh! Yan ang masusta ko. Aggressive pa nga. Parang every anime character. Ang Aitama Rose parang bida lagi nagpapatalo sa una. Worship does get the gun, and he's gonna be able to fall back. Binigay na yung sheriff. Ayan na, good teammate Worship. Doing all that he can. Nako, 2 knives left. Isa lang naman kailangan para sa ulo ng kalaban. So, kahit isa lang Worship, okay na. Iyan daw, very deep na sa site. Nako, nag-activate ng Viper Spin. Worship, he's trying. Bad Ghost pushes through the smoke. Matapang na nila lang si Bat Ghost, pinush yung Viper Spit, and it paid off. Olosin now left alone, 1v4. Woo-wee, what a thrifty round. Naisahan nila, they steal one from under the MGS clubs.
I mean, you know what? When Bat Ghost is still alive, he makes sure that he will be getting those frags, and looking at that, aside from being a good anchor, he's also a good flanker, a good Sage duelist. Everything na lang talaga right now because Bat Ghost is on fire. But we also need to give credit kay Worship for refragging always Bat Ghost when he's struggling. Kasi ngayon si Miko, alam mo natin kapag nasa arena ka sa defending, minsan sobrang alanganin talaga ng mga pangyayari sa buhay. But right now, they will be aggressive right now sa A side ulit. Pero nag-split push na lang muna sila dahil they're expecting always nga na merong flank. Pero right now, Worship, napitas na nga kagad si Kian. And medyo nag-alangan ng MGS clubs ngayon na mag-commit biglaan ng kanilang aggressiveness.
Medyo maganda. I like their positioning here. Yung timing lang siguro. Viole, ayun na nga ba sinasabi sa timing. Nako, this is making things very difficult for them. They don't know where Kiel is, and Kiel also doesn't know where they are. So now, he has an inkling of where they are. They're gonna have that spike planted anytime soon. The poison, the toxic, the snake bite. Ang dami kong sinabi, Viper toxic, lahat na snake bite pala. Admiral does take care of the lurking beyond sa mid now. 4v3 retake ang laban. Ray so close for them. Delhi one. They're defusing though. The shock dart doing its job. No, okay. Okay, Hinga Olasen gets one. Now 1v1. AVG Admiral, the timing could not be any better. That's unfortunate known. And now it's 5-7 in favor of still the MGS clubs. Pero Ray.
Switching sides.
The momentum itself, sa tingin ko, nandun pa rin naman para sa MGS clubs. But it's not a bad half for FIT na nag-start nga na. Gaya nga sinabi ko, ng very slow start. But knowing MGS, kanina ang ganda na ng form nila. Pero nga lang, syempre, when you're on the aggressive play styles attacking talaga, ang kalaban mo, they will just be playing it for the picks. They will just be playing it so passively that they will just be going with the flanks, or if not, they will be going with those out aiming you and the angles na hindi mo sila ina-expect, and that's the key of FIT into making that 5 rounds up ahead for them. But MGS clubs, they're still leading by 2, and it's actually pretty great. Once that they win this pistol round, pwede na ulit na maging lead na naman sa kanila ng 3, and most likely magiging 4 na nga ito. Pero right now, with Miko on that arena attacking, let's see how he will be expressing express that expectancies that we have coming right up with his arena. Pero ngayon, Worship already spot someone sa may snowman. Nagtanong na siya if you wanna build a snowman, and he will be planting the spike. Na fake lang naman pala ng A-site itong MGS clubs. Magkokobit pala ng B ang FIT.
Oo nga eh, sana all ko. Swing?
Oh, gets to. Kian gets the head of Batgo Snowcap. And the Worship right now gets the head of Olokin. Trades by trades. 3v3 tayo ngayon, pero the location has been revealed for the side of MGS clubs. Ang ganda ng recon bolt na meron right now. Ang hinatid sa kanila, pero isa na lang kagad ang natitira. Will he get one head? It's going to 2v1. Admiral, naswingan na kagad siya with that right click, and FIT will be winning this pistol round, and mukhang pwede na nga maging tie ang ating score ngayon.
Oo nga eh. This is gonna be an easy round. This should be an easy round. Lamang sila sa utility. Meanwhile, yung mga kalaban nila, probably they're just gonna be operating on what? Classics and hopefully some utility. Siguro a leer, a couple of shock darts, I guess. But this should be a pretty much clear-cut Aitama Rouse round na tying things up for them.
Pero they're just praying and praying.
What?
He gets rid of Eco! What was that? Don't tell me they're gonna get ecoed. Okay, Admiral gets a good frag already sa may mid. Hindi get commit. Open kagad ang B site. Pero tatakpan na din kagad ang MGS clubs sa puntang B as they will be setting up. But who's gonna get who when it comes to the setups? You don't have, both of them doesn't have any controllers anymore. But that wall itself will be giving Batgos the plant. And right now, Vio has no choice but to be aggressive right now. Pero may nag-aabang na kagad sa kanya. And Batgos gets one head. He tries to get also for the side of Kian, pero nga lang, alam na kagad kung saan na naman sila nakapwesto because of that recon bolt once again. And we're seeing the frags coming in from FIT, and we only have Delhi left. He gets one head, pero matitrade nga lang siya ng teammate niya. Nope. Because he's the only man alive, and it's going to be a 7-7. Yun lang sinasabi ko eh. Once FIT will be winning that pistol round, it's gonna be a game changer. And totoo nga yun, 7-7 ang ating score. Bili na kayo sa Lazada, and sa side naman ng MGS clubs, hatingin ko, full buy naman sila. Naka-force ngayon si Kian ng operator. So this is gonna be a game changer talaga para sa team nila. Bakit?
Oo.
Bumibili ka sa Lazada parati, no? Sabi sa'yo, nag-a-add to
Wala.
cart to solution.
Hindi naman, hindi naman. Tarot na wala ako. Nasa Lazada nga naman yan. Sana, sana, sana all may, ano,
May
sa,
pambili. Sana all may
oo.
sahod na.
Ah, ay, ay. Pero, tignan mo to tignan mo yung buys ngayon ng, um, ay tama Raos. Medyo mahirap kalabahanin ng op gamit Spectres. And they are opting for a B take, no? Which is quite questionable since ang long range ng labanan ng B.
Mhm.
Sabi mo rifles kalaban mo tapos ang kakalabanin mo, ang panglaban mo Spectres lang. Pero,
Oh!
wait a minute! Wait! Nandaga si Miko! Wait! He actually just swung. Oh my goodness.
He went to mid! And he actually get 2 kills kagad dahil nag-cross nga yung MGS papuntang B side. Because he was thinking that all of them will be going towards A, pero Olkin gets the head of Miko. Pero they will be going with this retake 4 against 3. And wala na talagang magandang angulo kagad ng MGS to get some good hits dahil naka-post plant na lang yung positioning ngayon ng FIT. But this will be a big miracle if they'll be able to get the heads of FIT. And speaking of, right now, isa na lang kagad na tita, will he be saving that operator? Unfortunately, medyo malayo nga sa kanya. Hinaharap na siya kagad ng mga miyembro ng FIT. Will he be able to make a good clutch? Pero nga lang, Worship sees the head of Olokin right sa kanyang ibaba. And FIT on a full round ng MGS clubs, on a full buy round, they were able to pin them down. And this is where things get interesting dahil save ngayon ang MGS clubs. And knowing them, they have a big chance when it comes to the thrifty rounds. Pero ang tanong, will they be able to get that thrifty? Dahil kapag hindi, FIT will be turning the tables and they might be leading by 2 already.
Ang masakit dun, Ray. Ang daming naka-spec. Talagang yung, oh, wait lang. Ang daming nangyayari. Pero, Bat goes 2 kills for him. Nico as well. Admiral, a good use na yung push. Akala makakaisa, nakaisa si Olosin. Falling back, be able to get another, the timing from TL. The rest from Bat Ghost and Admiral as well, cleaning things up. They all knife flawless round na nga sila doon kung hindi lang naka-push. Pero still, Ray, pinabalikan natin no, yung sinasabi ko, yung map control ng Tamaros. It's just too good. And the timing of it all pa talaga. No, it's just, I'm amazed to see how alam na dapat ng MJS clubs na may naglalurk eh. Pero hindi pa sila chinek kanina. Kaya ayan, now they are down 2 points. It's still winnable though. This is still completely winnable for them. With the question of Kian, they don't usually prepare that spot. He's gonna get 2! Nahuli niya pa! Oh, wow, yun lang. That was a good shot from Worship with the blades form. But the only positioning, nasusunog ng Molly, nasusunog siya ng snake bite, but no one is swinging. 4v2 ang labanan, Bat Ghost, no res available. Last round for economy. Now, for clubs, gets 1 kill. He gets 2, pero 20 HP na lang, Ray.
Medyo hirap ipit si KL this time around. Dalawa na kagad na nag-aabang sa kanya. Once he faces off these 2 na nag-aabang dahil yung spike, kitang-kita mo naman, wala sa pabor niya this time around. Pero will he be able to get some heads? He tries to fire already, gets out that molly, but Deli gets dead with that phantom spray. And MGS still will be winning their first round in the second half. Isa lang naman ang layo nila sa Tamaraos. Wala namang problema iyon. And this is a good aggressiveness of Kian once again. Kasi that's what I usually know him for. He extends so much, but when he extends, he makes sure that he'll be able to get at least 1 or 2 frags, and that's already big kasi nakakuha din siya ng malaking information kanina. Kaya kita mo nakapag-rotate na din kagad yung MGS papuntang Bilong. Pero looks like the guys of iTamers will still be committing sa B set kasi it has a good, ano talaga yung post plant eh. But with that boost, Worship says hi to Olokin. Open na nga kagad ang B set and they can just go with the setup plus that wall. Then the plant, Miko kagad, checks out that clear. Meron ba siyang makakuha? Wala nga lang unfortunately. Pero nagsisilabasan na nga kahit na mga ultimates, wala pa rin nababawas sa isa't isa. Pero mas importante ito dahil si Nico, nabawasan na naman si Deli and nilabas na nga din kagad ngayon ang Viper Spit.
Yun na nga, yun na mahirap. Yun nila ngayon, pero he does have that's gonna be a very, very big the MGS clubs. You gotta be careful here. I like this. Look at this. Tignan mo yung pwesto ni Ian sa mid. He does get one to rotate nila, but that's pretty much it. Oh, wait a minute, Ray. Looks like pati tayo na fake nila. They're not actually going
30 seconds left.
Oh no, the timing of it all. The timing of it all. 20 seconds left. Pumili na kayo ng site, please lang.
Oy. What are you doing?
Player standing.
What is that? Okay. That can be a good idea. Alright, pero medyo nakakapagpakabing ginagawa ng and KVG has no option but to save that already. It's quite expensive for them. Plus, I really thought iTamera will be committing towards A site, but unfortunately, they just went, okay, ikot lang naman kami. Total, ang mga taga-FEO mahilig magpaikot. And then, joke lang. I'm just kidding. Ba?
Wow!
Seryoso? The bars!
Whoa!
Magalit FIT ha. Predict ko kayo dito.
Oh,
Even if big fan na ako ng MGS clubs. Pero, big fan ako ng pares. Pero, let's give it to the guys of FIT. Ikot lang sila. Nag-clear lang naman ang nag-clear lang naman nila kasi kagad. Kasi napaka-dangerous nga kung may magpa-flank pa naman. And that's it. I'll stop with the hugot already.
Napawawaw dun ah.
I'll stop
Okay.
na. I'll stop.
Parang may... okay lang.
Ay, nako. Hey, what's up, guys? May bebe buff pala yung mga players natin. Shoutouts nga pala sa mga magjowa ng mga nagkakakilala dahil sa UAC, ganyan. Congrats sa inyo. Stay strong. Ayan. Buti na lang Valorant tsaka ang bebe na ipagsasabay. Pero ito, MGS clubs will be going already with that tactical pause kasi I really do think when it comes to the retakes they're really struggling kasi ang ganda talaga ng post plant ng iTamera so far and aside from that na yung same stats ng pinapakita ng MGS clubs they can seem to get a good answer out of it kasi parating when it comes to Icebox you have that lurks talaga napaka-importante since this is a big map, 'di ba? Kaya when you have that successful lurks, it's gonna go up on your side and MGS clubs needs to figure out on how they will be able to eliminate at least one of the lurkers tapos makapitas din sila nagiging empties ng iTamera and if they are gonna be successful when it comes to that, we're seeing more light of MGS clubs getting into our finals pero kailangan pa nilang itayang tables up ahead dahil ang iTameras are already leading by 2 against them.
Oo. Good. Early use ng kaagad yung bilong, no? So, they're not letting anything. Oh my goodness. Tignan mo tong si KVG. Sneaky paniki. Hindi. Pero look at that. Si Nico, the ninja na naman dito sa A. Actually, 2 frags to open up the A side. And just like that! Oh, wait lang. Nakasneak si Olo Sinda. Nabulag ako nga.
Ay. Pero retake na lang to. Worship. It's just gonna be waiting for them.
Delikado pero they can still go for this. They should they are
Last
on,
player
they
standing.
are dangerously low sa pera, no? Ang ABG kakaisa pa pero hanggang ilan kaya ang kaya niya. Oh, what a good little cheeky spot kay Bat Ghost. Ganda ng wall na yon to cover their flank and it's looking like a very good game for the Itamaros. Very coordinated and ano Ray, nakakalusot talaga si Miko eh.
Ano eh, kanina sabi ko, ang tagal mag-pop off ng Reyna ng Itamaros. Nihintay ko. And mukhang nag-pop off na siya sa attacking side talaga. And that's what we're expecting coming in from the Reynas talaga in this map eh. Pero ngayon, MGS clubs, so they're really struggling. Pero I'm sure they'll be able to get those good hold talaga when it comes to their strategies. Pero kitang-kita mo, all of them are stacking already and they're ready for those trades. Pero nga lang,
Spike
Bat
planted.
Ghost, nakapag-plant ka agad. And KVG, will he be able to get up some good heads? Yan ang sabi ko sa inyo, nagbago na ngayon ang mapa. Kung dating mapa yan, na walang pagbabago sa may box, malamang may na-wallbang na kagad doon. Pero unfortunately, wala na nga silang na-wallbang. KVG pa ngayon ang na-pick off. And Miko together with Worship will just be going with those crossfires. And Delhi will be going down to his hands. All looking na lang ngayon behind the scenes. Will he be able to pick off someone coming from the kitchen? Dahil si Kian ngayon ready to serve na siya kagad. At baka sakasakaling makapag-retake pa nga sila. Pero nga lang, paisa-isa na sila kagad bumabagsak. And only a Molokin left without any time. And that's it. Isa na lang before Itamaros will be getting this. As sila ang unang team na papasok sa ating finals. So, pero MGS Clubs, 4 lang to. At malay nyo, mag-cron pa tayo ng overtime.
Oo nga eh. Baliktad naman na ngayon, no? Kanina yung Itamaros yung naghahabol. Sila yung gusto naghahabol ng overtime. Tara, force overtime. Ngayon, it looks like the MGS clubs have a lot of work ahead of them. 12 to 8. Isa na lang. And one measly mistake could cost them this series, no? So they gotta be careful. Nako po, Delhi, yan ang kailangan nila. They take care of Bat Ghost. Ngayon, there's no res available. And just like that, hope. There is still hope.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Ray. Ano mo itong si Miko? Timing?
And,
Okay. Naririnig niya.
Grabe na siya eh! Oh no! Miko! Grabe naman! He gets one! Pero good trade coming from Dallin. That's what we're rating sa MGS Clubs. You trade for your teammate. It is going to be a big impact sa ating game right now. Pero Delhi inaabangan na nga kagad ang kaliwat kanan as they will be going with this retake na lang. 3v4, a big advantage. MGS, they do have that power already. And speaking of, Kill will be trading out. Pero Admiral gets ahead. Pero Olukin will be resurrecting his teammate para 2v2 pa rin na sitwasyon at medyo low at HP. And this is the retake we're talking about. MGS Club still ayaw na lang patapusin ang game ngayon. And
Naku
looking at
po.
that, medyo hindi pa tapos, sabi ng MGS Clubs. Ganun talaga minsan, walang closure pa. Kailangan pang pahabain. And, pero natandaan natin yung Itamaros, isa na lang before they can finally get this. They can maybe take their time at wag nilang pababayaan si Bat Ghost.
Oo, tama. Bat Ghost, 1 kill away, 1 orb res. So, yan yung importanteng tool nila eh. Alam mo yun, they constantly swing the tide back into their favor. So, they should take care of Bat Ghost niya. Kailangan alagaan nyo ang lalo na top frag ang Bat Ghost nyo, by the way. 21, 15, 12. Triple-double nga naman for him. Nako po, ito naman, Hunter's Fury. KVG natamaan once. Nako po, he's low. He's down to 100 HP. No more shields. And the pressure is on. Ang ganda ng ginawa nila dito that they are playing very, very split. Yung may dalawa sa mid at may tatlo sa long. Miko, ito na naman tayo kay Miko. Ray nang dadaga na naman sa mid.
Pero medyo nakakapagtaka lang yung nakikita mo yung complete control ng MGS Club sa mapa. Medyo nakakakuha na sila ng good guess of how they will be able to eliminate Itamaros. Pero nga lang, They actually extended too much. Sila pa yung nakakuha and Worship was able to get a good entry kagad sa B and cleared na kagad yung nagiging anchor ng MGS Club sa B side. Kaya kita mo, komitang ay tama raw kasi they've been successful, but at least Vio gets ahead of Miko and Worship. Will he be successful in those getting those heads? Oh no, Worship!
Oh,
With the
worship.
ace! What is happening? Worship talaga na nakabang-abang. Yun, instead of PL, 2v2 still. Hindi pa rin tapos ang para sa araw ng MGS Clubs. As Kian gets ahead of Admiral. We only have Worship, pero Calavio will be defusing. And still, MGS Clubs, they still have a chance to take this against Aitama House. What was that? Could have been a good entry. But then, napakalayo ni Worship. Plus, biglang na-figure out ng MGS Clubs. Iwan na natin yung isa na nasa B. All of them, they planted a spike in A. And Viol is the key. KVG is the key. All of them are the keys into getting this into an overtime against Aitama House.
Oh my goodness. Nasi-stress Q. Bakit ganon? The lurk from Worship. Akala ko yun na yun. Tapos bigla ang naubos sila on site. Ngayon, aggressive na ang Aitama House. Nag-dash in na nga, nag-invest pa. Empress also activated si Kian mag-isa. Refrag by Miko. Na-rest pa nga si Worship. Now it's back to a 5v4 Viper Spit as well. Ininvest na nila lahat ng utility na ultimate, lahat ng kailangan para manalo. Whatever it takes nga naman. Olasin drops ngayon, alam na nila kung asan siya.
One
So,
enemy remaining.
is in hell, all alone. Delhi 1v4, may Viper Spit ka na ang iniisip. May Reynang naka-empress yung timing, the flip by Miko! And he finally seals things off. May closure na ang FEU at MGS Clubs. They'll win the series 2-1. Oh my
Congratulations, FIT Aitama House, getting the first seat into our finals here in the UAC Valorant Season 3. At yan na nga kagad ang pinaka-hinihintay nating lahat. Dahil FIT, after that struggle kanina sa Haven map, when it comes sa Icebox din na may big lead na ang MGS Club, they still denied it and sabi nila, we still need the key. Even if Trix is not around, kitang-kita naman natin that when it comes to Worship, talagang marami siyang pinaninindigan. Worship, eto na yung oras sa mga nagsabing hindi mo daw kaya. At least talagang kakayanin mo talaga. Loady kicks, Worship still. Although, ang galing niya mag-clear talaga ng site and that's what we're expecting coming in from him, di ba? Wala siyang kinakatakutan. Also with the help of Miko, they're able to pin down those anchors that are really giving them a good, giving them a hard time into getting those entries. And once they get that good hold, alam na natin kung ano magiging sagot ng kanilang mga teammates. But it's all about the teamwork din talaga na meron about them. They have that good set of coordination even if MGS has that big gap already sa lead kanina dito sa Icebox. But Aitama House, sabi nila, hindi lang talaga tayo magpapatalo. Babawi tayo sa second half. Bumawi nga naman talaga sila. Coming in from that 7-5, it became a 9-7. Ang daming mga rounds that could have been for MGS. Pero maganda talaga yung post-plants ng Aitama House. And that's it. They already get it. Although they had some little bit of a struggle into closing this series. Pero ngayon, nagkaroon na nga ng closure. And that's it. Congratulations sa Aitama House! After a few tries, napasok na din sila sa finals once again. And that's what I'm really excited about. Dahil ngayon, after this matchup, meron na ulit tayong next na naghihintay. Is it going to be the battle of the color greens, diba? FITK or DLSU? Or we have HAU, the undefeated kings as of now. Pero yan ang mga pinakanihintay natin. Once again, we would like to thank FIT Aitama House right now for winning this and good game well played, of course, sa MGS Clubs. It's a big journey for you guys and I'm hoping for more on the upcoming season. But once again, we'll just be taking a short break here in the University Alliance Cup Season 3 of Valorant scene. Kami on your shoutcasters, I'm Ray, and of course, joined by yours, Eugene, and see you on the second series.
Manong Fishball ang tawag sa kanya. Everyday siya kung dumating. Kaya parang institusyon na siya dito sa area namin. Minsan, sobrang late na. Andun pa rin si Manong Fishball.
Ginagabi kayo, Manong!
Enrollment eh.
After some time, yung kariton ni Manong Fishball nadagdagan ng may bike.
Hanggang kabilang kalye, nagtitinda na rin kayo, Manong?
Pang notebook.
Sunod na taon, pati menu nadagdagan.
Nax, may squid balls na!
Mahal kasi ang lapis. May kikyaw pa dyan.
Bilib na bilib ako kay Manong Fishball. Akalain mong yung maliit niyang kariton, napalaki niya ng ganun? Ang nagagawa nga naman ng